What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Tonight, we have we are going to be doing our live coverage of this nor'easter that's going to be impacting parts of New England, including Massachusetts, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, etc. And I'm actually joined tonight with Ethan WX.
Going on?
Yeah, we're doing a dual commentary. Hopefully, Tevold gets here soon because we could definitely use the help, especially. So
Yeah, hopefully we also get Matt. Anyone else who wants to join?
yeah. Hopefully we can get. Hopefully we can do that. So this is what we're looking at right here. I have the radar pulled up right now. What we have for the radar is there's a lot of bands of snow that are impacting upstate New York. Utica's getting some rain. Albany's getting rain right now. Pittsfield, it's a battleground there in Massachusetts. Southern Vermont's getting rain or snow, really depending on the elevation right there. So right now it is an elevation storm as we speak. The temperature's not cold enough on the surface in some of these areas. So yeah, I'll have to wait and see what's going on with that.
I actually have some rain, snow showers moving into my area.
Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm taking a look. You're in Western Maryland. There's some
Yep.
in West Virginia as well, and parts of Virginia, in
Yeah,
Winchester.
I'm in Hagerstown area.
Yep. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Let's go ahead and start with the warnings and everything like that. So here's what we got right now. So this is what we have: winter storm warnings from Scranton, Pennsylvania, all the way to the U.S.-Canadian border. We're going to go ahead and go over all of these. Ethan, if you have some input, feel free to interrupt and talk about that as you will.
Gotcha.
All right, so this is the first winter storm warning pulled up. Let's go ahead and pull it up. My bad, we did that. Here we go. All right, so this is what we have. This is for Scranton, Pennsylvania, and this is for heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulation of 4 to 8 inches in elevations below 1,200 feet and 8 to 14 inches above 1,200 feet. Winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour Tuesday. So, Ethan, you were right in our interview earlier. This is going to be mostly an elevation type of nor'easter, where depending on where you get snow or not.
Yeah, because it's going to be a temperature battleground. The temps right now in most areas are still in the mid 30s, but at the higher elevations, we're just now starting to get below freezing. So we're seeing a transition to snow, and it's really just going to depend on when when the temp drops below freezing in those lower elevations. That'll really depend on
Right.
how much they get. Will really depend on that. But places, the highest elevated areas across, northeast Pennsylvania, New York, and then up into New England, that's going to be where the biggest snowfall totals occur because that's where the coldest temps will be.
Okay, then. All right, so we're next going to go ahead and move to the Utica area with the winter storm warning. Let's go ahead and see what they have right here. Heavy snow expected, 9 to 18 inches of snow. Heavy snowfall of amount that's greater than 20 inches are possible in the Catskills above 1,300 feet and in the hills south of Syracuse. Winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour Tuesday. That's definitely those wind gusts, Ethan, really are going to be quite a challenge for people who need to travel. Look at what the NWS says. Travel could be very difficult to impossible.
Another thing that's also comes with those wind gusts is the potential for damage to trees and power lines because you're going to have heavy wet snow with temperatures being close to freezing. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Watch out for trees, power lines down, especially on roads that are in heavily wooded areas or places with high elevation.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, and this is what their additional details is: 1 to 2 inch snowfall rates per hour. Ethan, I was looking at the DBZ of this. That basically the rate of the snowfall, the size of the snowflakes. Rather, it was around. I saw a reading of 49 DBZ. Could you what kind of snowfall rate could we see with that in Massachusetts? That's where I found it.
I would not be surprised in some of those really intense bands at the higher elevations to see occasional snowfall rates being over 3 inches per hour in the most intense. And that would be crazy snowfall.
Jeez.
I think a lot of that is also the DBZ numbers are inflated because like I said, temperatures close to freezing, heavier wet snow. But either way, the higher areas are still going to get a ton of snow because of that, just because it'll be colder up there.
Yeah, that's thank you for that.
Like I said, it's really going to depend on where those really heavy bands set up. If they set up over an area that's low in elevation, it won't really increase the snow totals by a whole lot. But if they set up over an area, along a mountain range, that's going to mean that localized area will get some pretty insane totals. And some of the forecasts from the NWS are suggesting that if things overperform, some places could see 3 feet plus.
Jesus. That's absolutely crazy right there, Ethan.
Yeah.
Check
NWS Albany's.
Let's check NWS Albany. I've been taking too long in Utica. Sorry about that, guys.
If you go to the high end probability amounts, you'll definitely see a pretty good area of 30 to 36 inches, but that's also high end.
Yeah.
Expected snowfall, you're going to see.
Yeah, let's pull up the NWS.
Yeah, you still see a localized area of 30 to 36 in western Massachusetts.
Yeah, let's pull up the NWS.
Actually, that's more of southern Vermont, but still.
Yeah.
Insane snowfall totals in the highest elevations.
Right. So what I have pulled up for you guys tuning in at home is basically the NWS forecast for this. What I have pulled up is the expected snowfall and the percent chance of 12 inches or more. This is let's go ahead and zoom into the expected snowfall right there if you guys can see that. Look at this, 24 to 30 inches in parts of Hunter, New York, 18 to 24 over where my cursor is. Western Massachusetts is getting pummeled with 12 to 18 in Pittsfield and 18 to 24 in the more mountainous areas right there. It's going to be a crazy storm. And the chance of 12 inches of snow or more, we're at 99% in some of these areas in New York right here. We're at in the top high 70s in Pittsfield. We're at 93% in Savoy. This is going to be one hell of a storm going into this.
Yeah, we're basically guaranteed a major snowfall event at this point. There's no turning back now.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's go ahead and go to the Boston area where I have pulled up. This is actually interesting, Ethan, because I was talking to you about this privately. We were both expecting a winter storm warning to be issued for Boston. They're under a winter weather advisory right now. And
I'm actually not surprised by that, and for this reason.
All right.
Because the center of the low pressure is going to be curving back around and basically making landfall again in Massachusetts. The center of that system is not going to have a lot of precipitation, but what it will have is really strong winds.
Yeah, what are the gusts there? 55, 60 miles per hour?
I know I saw one wind advisory. I think it was for Cape Cod that said gusts up to 65 miles per hour possible.
65?
Yeah.
Damn.
The outlying islands and barrier islands are going to be where the strongest winds are. Now, because of the orientation of the storm, you're going to have a lot of the moisture basically coming in from the north across the higher elevations. So western Massachusetts is going to be where the big snowfall totals are. I think right now, according to NWS Boston's map, they're showing expected snowfall 14 inches in Pittsfield and then 17 inches up in Fitchburg. But if we look at the high end amounts, now we see an area of 30 to 36 inches up in the northwest corner of the state. While even on the high end, Boston only gets 6 inches or so, and the expected snowfall there is only 3. Most of the coastal areas are going to be seeing very little snowfall. Probably more so at the start of the storm before it makes landfall there tomorrow.
Is it because of that temperature battle that you and I were talking about earlier?
That and also just the fact that they're going to be where the center of low pressure crosses later tomorrow.
All right,
heavy snow is going to be pushed further inland to the mountainous areas, while the center of low pressure is near the coast. There's not a lot of precipitation there. They're just getting hammered with high winds.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. For those of you who are tuning in from home, if you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat. We'd be happy to answer them. Just go ahead and type it in the chat if you have any questions. But with that being said, I want to go ahead and go to Concord, New Hampshire, see what's going on, because New Hampshire is more of a mountainous state than somewhere than Boston, Massachusetts is. And I want to take a look and see what's going on with that. Heavy snow expected, 10 to 20 inches with the lowest amounts in the valleys, higher amounts in the across high terrain. Once again, 40 mile per hour gusts. Yeah, this is Like, this is going to be one hell of a nor'easter, folks. The last nor'easter I covered, actually, was the Boston blizzard back in January of 2022. And I will preface this right now. This is not going to be of that scale of an event. That event that happened in last January was absolutely insane. Boston got, I think, Ethan, how much did they get? Did they get like 24, 30 inches of snow from that? Or
Now, I'm going to add on and say that this could be of a similar scale. It's just going to be different because that storm in January 22, that affected the coast of Massachusetts.
okay,
In fact, that storm was actually quite different because it stayed further offshore, which meant that the coastal areas were cold enough to get the heaviest snow. I forget exactly how much Boston got, but I feel like it was definitely close to 2 feet
yeah,
from that storm.
I have the Her model. Go ahead.
The heaviest bands of snow were basically right at the coast with that storm. Like
Ye-
that storm tracked all the way up from Virginia, the east coast of Maryland, all the way up through New Jersey, New York, and then the worst of it obviously being Boston, Cape Cod, eastern Massachusetts. This storm's going to be a lot different than that because
Okay,
the heaviest snowfall is going to be much further inland, over inland New England, over the mountains, the White Mountains in New Hampshire, the Adirondacks, basically all of Vermont, while the coast doesn't really get that much snow because the center of low pressure is going to be much further west.
yeah, I'm pulling up the Her run right now, Ethan. If you want to go ahead and pull that up, feel free to. Basically, what's setting up right now, it's a much further west storm than the blizzard was because the Boston blizzard didn't even make landfall. It stayed about
It stayed over 100 miles offshore.
yeah, about 100, 125 or so. Like, this thing is making a direct landfall, and a lot of this is going to be early on an elevation battle, and basically, as time goes on, like, Boston is mostly getting rain from this and not really any snow until towards the end of it. And even then, the odds of even then, when this thing starts wrapping around, when those bands start wrapping around, the storms.
When the low goes back offshore, Boston will see some wraparound snow on the colder side of it, but still, it won't be that much, maybe a few inches max.
Yeah, even
while the inland areas just get pounded with tons of snow.
yeah, and even so, this thing's already occluded by that point, and it's already starting to weaken. So, yeah, at that point, that basically when it makes landfall, it's going to basically it's going to cause a dry slot, according to the Her, for a lot of Massachusetts. And then as it starts moving out, it kind of brings that band back. But by that point, it's much weaker than it was. What was the max Ethan, when you were looking at the models, what was the max pressure that the models were projecting? Again, I need to take a look at that.
In general, I was seeing low 980s. So the Her right now shows it'll peak around 983 and then slowly go back up from there. The GFS is showing a peak at 980.
All right, let's take a look.
The CMC is showing a peak at 975.
The GFS is actually showing a peak of 977.
And then the Euro is showing also 976. So I would say low 980s to high 970s, which is pretty impressive considering it's basically going to go from 1,000 millibar low this afternoon to being like
basically this
low 980s by tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
It wraps back around tomorrow evening, and tomorrow evening is when it makes its closest approach to Massachusetts and Maine, and that's when it'll peak around 976 according to the Euro. So quite a rapid deepening, over 25 millibars in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy right there. Basically, what I have pulled up now is the radar, and we have had a few new scans. It looks like parts of Connecticut, according to this radar, is starting to get snow. Just the northwest tip of it. Pittsfield, it's still a battleground right there. Upstate New York is getting pummeled right now. Southern half of Vermont and parts of New Hampshire are getting snow. Concord is getting rain right now. It's lower in elevation. Same with Manchester and Dover. But the main show is basically Boston. So at this point, if this basically a shift of like 50 miles or so will mean that difference of getting a lot of snow or getting a little bit of snow, but all the models are in unison now. Before, there was some disagreement on where this thing was going to be stationed at. Now they're all having this make landfall. It's not like landfall in Massachusetts, and this isn't like a hurricane where it makes landfall and it basically causes massive wind damage. Although it causes massive wind damage, the pressure just drops with this. Although you will see some winds with that. Is that accurate? An accurate assessment of that, or am I missing something?
Yeah, you're going to see the strongest winds will obviously be at the coast, where you have the least resistance from, land and other things that are on land, trees, buildings, all that. So definitely Cape Cod, areas right along the coast in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, parts of Maine are going to see some very strong winds. I would think Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, Cape Cod, those places you're probably going to get some 60 mile per hour gusts.
Yeah.
So, minor roof damage, trees down, power outages. I would definitely be prepared for all of that. Outdoor objects like chairs and stuff are going to get blown around. So definitely be sure to secure those kind of things before the storm really gets going tomorrow afternoon there.
Yeah, I'm noticing this. Rhode Island is getting the entire state of Rhode Island is getting moderate to heavy rainfall right now. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So is the eastern half of Connecticut. Same with parts of southeast Massachusetts.
I don't think it will be enough rain for a flood for a really severe flooding risk, because there's actually was a drought up there last year, and it's kind of persisted a little into the winter. So it actually might be a bit of relief.
Yeah.
But yeah, the wind is really going to be the thing at the coast. We have a lot of high wind warnings out. We're seeing here for Gloucester, Boston, Quincy, and Plymouth, sustained 25 to 35 with gusts to 55.
Yeah, that's going to be like powerful winds. What's the power situation looking like with this, Ethan? Like, are we going to see a lot of power outages?
I definitely think there will be some. I've seen a lot worse nor'easters than this. Like, there was one back in October 2021, I believe. That was a lot worse. That produced 80 mile per hour winds on the Massachusetts coast.
Jeez.
That one caused several 100,000 power outages. I don't think this will be as bad, but I definitely think some areas will lose power. I don't think it'll be extended or severe, but it'll definitely be a nuisance, and there's definitely going to be some minimal damage with those kind of winds, but I don't think it will be quite as severe as some past storms have been. But that doesn't mean let your guard down. It's still going to be a pretty solid nor'easter event.
Oh, absolutely. All right, I'm going to basically what I'm going to do now is just look at some of the winter storm warnings from Maine. 4 to 9 inches of snow they're expecting, still gusts of 40 miles per hour. Areas of blowing snow and reducing visibility to less than 1/2 mile at times. That's interesting, right there. Basically, it's from 8 o'clock tomorrow until 8 o'clock Wednesday, 8 a.m. rather. So I just thought I'd point that out and tell you, because I thought that was pretty interesting right there. And since we've pretty much covered all the areas with the winter storm warnings, we can stop looking at the NWS site unless something big happens.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any significant changes in the next few hours.
All right, my question for you. We got a question. Ramen Eater is asking, how bad will New York City be hit?
That's a good question. New York City is going to really miss the worst of it. There are some coastal flood advisories for that area, mostly along Long Island and then also on the Hudson Bay. But in terms of the impacts in New York City, it'll definitely be very windy, and you'll get some rain and some light snowfall on the backside of the system. But overall, the main part of the winter storm is definitely going to be missing the New York City metro.
Yeah, I
would expect. So you'll have, blustery conditions for a day or two, but no really severe impacts there.
All right, thank you, Ethan.
Maybe some coastal flooding in Long Island and parts of the Hudson Bay.
All right, thank you very much, Ethan. So basically, like I said, we're not going to be using the NWS sign unless this thing really starts to basically something big happens. Ethan, My question for you is, based on what we've looked at now, based on all the data we've looked at, is this storm outperforming, underperforming, or is it about expectation?
Right now, it seems like everything is going about as expected. We're starting to see more intense precip moving in, change over to snow at the higher elevations. Everything right now is going just as the models were showing. So
All right.
there haven't really been any extreme developments.
All right, that's good. That's good. Basically, what I'm trying to pull up right now, Ethan, is I'm trying to pull up the snowfall totals from AccuWeather, and unfortunately, they're a couple of hours behind, which sucks. But it gives you at least a little bit of an idea of what's going on there. Ethan, if you can find some current news about what's going on the ground, that could help out a lot. But in the
I would definitely check if you want to check observations. Definitely go to Weather Underground.
all right, I'll check Weather Underground. All right, let's see Weather Underground.
Because if we're looking at the temps up there, we're still seeing, Albany, Poughkeepsie, Newburgh, a lot of places up there are still in the upper 30s, but across the higher elevations, you see temps dropping to 31 or so.
All right, so all right,
What's up?
We got T-Vold in here.
Oh, we got T-Vold.
Oh yeah.
Hey, T-Vold, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
Hey, so yeah, we're live right now. We've been reporting on the snowstorm right now.
Where is it at?
It's-
It's over here. We have some severe storms in the area.
In-
I actually
yeah, in
recently
Florida.
got a recently both my weather radios that I have went off.
Ooh.
Severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour wind.
All right, okay,
It's in the inland part of Florida though.
okay,
I would call it right now.
all right. Thank you very much,
Maybe
T-Volt.
we could talk about that on the stream.
Yeah, well, I'm
Remember
sorry.
that?
Talk about that too.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
there's some storm activity across southern Florida at the moment, but
There is, yeah.
I don't see any severe thunderstorm warnings right
There
now.
was one for Glades, Hendry, I think Hendry. Yeah, Glades, Hendry, and then part of like a small part of Collier County. Like
Is
a
that
little
for
bit
the
ago.
storm that's over the Everglades right now?
It's for like you see the one by like in what's it called? Like by kind of like west of Fort Lauderdale and that area.
Yeah, I see. That's the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, that's the one. That's it. Oh, I was out by like Ochopee in the Everglades like a couple weeks ago, and I saw a wildfire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hopefully this will help relieve the drought out there that's going on.
Yeah, we got like a little bit of light rain, but it was nothing basically. Just
Yeah,
probably
I'm
wasn't
just wondering
measurable.
if there's a little red batch on radar south of Sanibel. I wonder if that'll move into your area.
All right.
Yeah, I see that. I I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. For those of you tuning in at home, I'm sorry. I'm just taking a quick look at this real quickly. I know you're tuned in for the nor'easter, but T-Vold was just mentioning it. What I'm looking at right now is just a bunch of rain. There's some rain going on. Last time I checked, is it raining in where you're at, T-Fold?
I don't think so. I mean, we have like hold on, actually, let me check what the DBZ is here.
All right.
It says there's some very
AMX.
light rain around Golden Gate right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
22 DBZ at a height of I don't even know. How do I check? Yeah, distance. 22 DBZ at a height of hold on, let me check.
All right.
From KAMX is just give me 1 second. 22 DBZ at 8.1 thousand feet.
So what's the DBZ on that?
22 at 8.1 thousand feet.
Oh,
over my
that's
area.
not bad at all.
Yeah, if it's even like lightly sprinkling, either it's that or it's just nothing. It was like very lightly raining earlier though.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So basically, T-Vold, thank you for sharing that in Florida right now. I will say I'm a little disappointed we didn't get any rain when I was in Fort Myers last week. So basically, the main idea of the stream right now is we're covering this nor'easter. T-Vold, we were talking about this a little bit on Discord, and yeah, basically, how good are you with radar?
The radar, I don't know. What with radar?
Like,
Depends.
any radar that we can potentially that we can stream other than the News 5 Boston radar that we're using.
We're talking about like for me to stream radar.
Well, in a way, well, yes or no. I'm not sure how that's going to show on stream, but basically, here's what we're trying to do with the stream. Ethan, what I want Ethan to do is look at the reports and the current conditions in parts of Boston, New Hampshire, Vermont, all those areas. I want him to report.
I should pull up the IEM website. This has a lot of useful stuff on it.
All right, go ahead and pull that up. Whatever you whatever you have, or whatever the link it is, go ahead and put it in our Discord chat. Oh, and one more thing, this stream is basically being not exactly sponsored, but it's being helped out by Storms United. So the link is down in the description. Go subscribe to them. We've been doing some great stuff, so we'd really appreciate you doing that. So. That's the first thing. T-Volt, what I want you to do is look at the radar and basically for each scan report what's going on, report what has rain, report what has snow, report what has a mix even. So that's what I want you to do.
That's up by Boston, right?
Yeah, it's up by Boston. There's the main snow. Last time I looked is in upstate New York around Utica, Syracuse. Albany's getting rain right now. That area, but mostly focus around Boston. Maybe switch to Albany if you have to. Those are the two main radars we're going to be using.
I'm Boston right now. Looks like there's a little bit of snow up by Hold up, I gotta. I'm hold on, give me a second. Up by like the north part of Massachusetts, there's a little bit of snow.
Where
right now?
We're at Worcester,
like east of Boston near Worcester, right now.
Worcester, yeah. Where's Worcester?
Oh yeah, looks like there's some wintry mix and snow reports going from their MPings.
Oh wow! All right,
I'm looking on radar scope.
Right now. I need to find a way to get radar scope on my computer because that would make my life 10 times easier.
You can get it off the Windows Store, I think. It's like $30 on the computer.
I know. I know. I might get that eventually, but yeah. Thank you, T-Volt. Ethan, do you have anything about the local conditions around the Boston area or Albany?
I'm going to try and pull up the IEM bot site.
The IEM bot?
Yeah, for the... Which area do you want to look at?
Boston.
You want to stream that?
Boston. Okay, let's go to Boston.
Yo, Ethan, you want to stream that?
Yeah, once I get it up on Twitter. Hold on. IEMBot BOX.
Yeah, let me know when you get it on Twitter and we'll open it up. But right now, according to AccuWeather, according to AccuWeather right now, here's what we got. We got, as of 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, already an inch of snow in parts of upstate New York, near Liberty, New York.
Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, go right ahead. We have 1.6 reported near Lexington. We got 1 inch reported just around Gilboa. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
I have IEMBot site pulled up.
All right, is it on? Where's it at?
Check it out.
Yeah,
it should be in the live.
Yo, there's some special weather statements in Western Pennsylvania.
All right, let me take a look at that.
Showers.
Oh,
we have an area forecast discussion just posted 24 minutes ago.
Okay.
Read that?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and. Oh, is this on Twitter?
Well, this is through the IEM site, but it was posted on Twitter.
All right, could you link that, Ethan? Could you link that in the Discord, please, so I can pull it up for our viewers?
Yeah, let me just give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, this is the link to the AFD they just issued.
All right.
About 20 minutes ago.
There's some snow reports in Western North Carolina up in the mountains.
All right, thank you.
Interesting.
Wait, in North Carolina?
Yeah, up in like the mountains, where it snows a lot.
Yeah, they're getting some snow squalls back there.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Snow squalls.
Are you guys looking on Radar Scope?
I'm looking right now. Oh, look, I'm on your thing.
Yeah, there you are.
Let me see. Where are you? Oh, you put it in the chat, Ethan?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
It should be in general. I pinged.
All right. All right.
I'll look for any reports of things, and then I'll send them to you.
All right. This is the AFD we have up for you guys. Yeah. Yeah,
Actually, I could try and find the AFDs from the other NWS offices and see.
yeah.
Then we could go through those for each area.
Yeah, there's some blowing snow west of Cleveland, Ohio.
Is
Yeah,
that
they're getting a bit of lake effect up there.
Yeah,
yeah?
they are. There's an MPing for it, and then there's a couple special weather statements. Let me read them.
Go ahead. And, like,
Sorry.
are they in Ohio or are they in Massachusetts?
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
up in
yeah.
Cleveland.
Northern Ohio.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead and read them out real quickly. But I want the main focus to be on this nor'easter. That's the main story for tonight. We'll cover other events as needed, but still. Devil, you there?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and once you pull it up, go ahead and read it out.
All right. So this is the one for like the Cleveland area. It says a line of snow showers will affect Portage, Trumbull, northeastern Mahoning, Galga, northern Medina, Cuyahoga. I can't even speak. Cuyahoga.
Cuyahoga.
I cannot fucking speak. I'm sorry. Okay. Lake, Northern Summit, Lorain, Ashtabula, and Crawford counties until 8:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
All right.
7:18 p.m. Eastern. Radar
Apparently,
activity shows
Ohio
snow showers.
WX is trending on Twitter.
Ohio
is
W.
it?
Are you okay? Why?
How many tweets?
We're gonna take a look.
You take a look at that.
Snowverda for sunset, northeast
All
Ohio.
right, yeah. So at 7:18 p.m., radar indicated snow showers along a line extending from 8 miles north of Avon Lake to near Kinsman, moving east at 15 miles an hour. And it says the hazards are visibility less than 3/4 of a mile. And it basically includes like entire area of like northeastern Ohio.
All right. Thank
like,
you.
near the lake.
All right. Thank you.
A lot of
Okay.
thunder offshore of me as well.
All right. So what I want to do is I'm just reading some of the AFD right now. I was reading it while you guys were on there. So I'm going to read this out loud real quickly for our viewers at home. This is the synopsis we're looking at right here. A high-impact, long-duration, faceted winter storm affects the region tonight into Wednesday morning, with heavy, wet snow, strong winds, possible power outages, and minor coastal flooding. There still remains some uncertainty on the exact snow amounts across the lower elevations, including eastern Massachusetts and Boston. Drier weather returns Thursday into early Friday, along with milder conditions into Saturday. Scattered showers are possible late Friday and early Saturday. Okay, that's the point. Okay. But yeah, what I'm looking for is like current reports, like snowfall reports. I have AccuWeather, but that's a couple of hours behind. Like,
wait for radar.
Those will also be posted by. I think those will also be posted by the IEM bot.
all right. Okay.
But as soon as those come up, we'll find them.
Yeah, please, and put them in
Although
Discord as well.
We do have some lake effect going on in the Cleveland area. If you want to talk about that.
Like how heavy, T-Volt, how heavy exactly is it? What's the DBZ ratings on those?
Oh, where?
On Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. Hold on, I gotta check it out. I gotta open up KCLE radar real quick. Just give me a second. All right, so the DBZ over Cleveland area.
Here, check out the tweet I just put in General One.
All right.
All right, just give me a second. I gotta check this out. Looks to be in like the actual like in the city of Cleveland about 25-ish DBZ, but there are some stronger areas about 30 to about 35, even approaching 40 DBZ just southeast of there.
Holy
near
shit.
Oakwood.
Apparently, they've reported
Yeah.
grapple in that area.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, there's a bunch of posts on Twitter about it.
Oh wow. Ethan, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up your tweet on from Discord. Yeah, this is what we got from NWS Cleveland right here. So
You can see how heavy some of that is. Pretty heavy.
yeah, that's pretty heavy. How much snow are they expected to get? 1 to 2 inches of
It says
snowfall.
here-
And that's probably in like an
You
hour.
have a
'cause
lot of,
these are
you have a lot of
pretty
Twitter
intense
notifications
snowsqualls.
of that.
All right.
Hey Pat,
What's up?
you got a lot of Twitter notifications. Better check some of them out.
Where's the oh. Like
Yeah.
are they you?
I don't know. Not
I'm
me.
not. Yeah, I'm not looking at that. I haven't been on Twitter in a while.
Yeah, I'm starting to get some more in my feed from the snowfall in Ohio.
All right.
Let me open up my Twitter. I want to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have any.
All right. So I have this pulled up from AccuWeather. This is what it's looking like right now in Boston. It's 42 degrees right now. That temperature's going to drop as time continues to go on. The winds are at 5 miles per hour, gusts to 9. Basically, I have the radar pulled up from Weather Underground. Actually, is there a way I can freaking get this into a? Okay, that's not helping either. But yeah, this looks pretty interesting. I'm looking at. I just was able to get to the Cleveland area using this. Yeah, there's heavy snow falling right there. How long is that going to last?
Look at that forecast.
What forecast?
Tomorrow. Winds northeast at 25 to 35 miles an hour. 100% chance of rain. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected with gusts over 40 miles an hour.
Yep. Yeah, that's for tomorrow. That's basically
a stormy day.
Yeah, it's going to be a stormy day. Let's go ahead and this is what we have. Boston's actually under a high wind warning. So, look at this, guys. 25 to 35 miles per hour. Gusts up to 55 miles per hour expected.
55?
55, yeah.
Wow.
Tropical storm force.
Yeah, really.
Holy hell.
55, that could actually bring down a few weaker trees. Might have like weekend roots or something.
Yeah.
The power grid in the Northeast sucks. So.
If any of them have some sort of like fungus or issue with them, they might come down. I mean, at least it isn't like summer, because up there the trees get really leafed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we get it's not hard to get wind damage.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting some new people in the chat.
5 miles an hour. Sure.
Yeah, we're getting some new people in here. For those of you who are tuning in, if you have any questions for myself, Ethan, or T-Vold, feel free to put it in the chat. We'd be happy to answer them. So I just wanted to make that very clear. We're getting some new viewers right now. So
we're up to 8 watching now.
Yeah. So basically, what we're looking at right now is we're just looking at this nor'easter that's going on mostly. We're also looking at some snow that's going on in Ohio. This is like how long? Like I'm not sure if I missed this, but how long is this supposed to last in Ohio?
Probably through the rest of the evening.
Okay.
You're gonna get a bit of lake effect snow squalls. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few inches in some parts of northern Ohio.
Special weather statements up there.
Yeah, like if you read them, a lot of them are basically
low visibility.
Yep, that's what just about all of them are for.
Yeah.
It's going down from like south central Pennsylvania all up into like almost near Toledo.
Yeah, from like this is the same band that's in Ohio. If this is all connected together, Ethan, I will say Hagerstown's probably getting some rain soon.
From that storm.
Yeah,
we do have a little band of rain showers moving in.
All right. Yeah, this is going from Virginia all the way to Lake Erie. That's pretty interesting. All right. So, what do you got? Is there anything you guys have report-wise, T-Vold? What's the radar looking like in Boston?
In Boston? Let me check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so at KBOX radar, I can tell you, the first thing that I'm seeing here is there is a lot, and I mean a lot of NPINGs for rain and snow, up in like north central portions of Massachusetts up into like, just through that area.
Okay, I'm looking at Radar Scope right now. I'm going to show this to the camera real quickly. This is Worcester, Massachusetts. T-Vold, are you seeing what I'm seeing with a heavy band of snow in Worcester?
Yeah, there's actually NPINGs for it.
It's starting to transition to snow up there. That's a higher elevated area, so it's not surprising.
Yeah.
And then if we look at Albany's radar,
looks like
we have a high area of elevation, basically further a bit southwest.
Albany. I'm seeing DBZs in here in like the snow sector up to like really close to where the rain kind of transitions. It might be like a mix. There's like a 40 DBZ mix somewhere in there.
What? 40 DBZ?
Like yeah. See, it says 40 DBZ.
41.5.
41.5. Wow.
Yeah, one of those pixels.
Yeah, this is
43.
This is
Consensus seems to be around 30 to 35 though, in a few of these areas, like north of Worcester.
Yeah, this is Worcester right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the top is about 25, 26.
Yeah. All right. So that's pretty interesting.
I saw 41.5. 42, 42.
42.
Snow.
42.
Snow. It's northeast of Worcester.
Oh.
And then
yeah.
just east of Long Island, we have some heavier rain that's about to move onshore. We have DBZ up to 50.5.
50?
Yeah.
It's about 6 miles ish northeast.
How much rain is that going to cause? How much, like,
That's moving into Rhode Island.
Oh, that's pretty heavy.
Damn. Like, how much rain is that going to be right there?
I'd say you'll probably see like an inch or so before in the next few hours.
Ooh. I mean, it's not
bad.
I mean, it's not going to be that big of a.
We have a very large general area of like 35 plus.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, is there snowfall reports in Worcester right now, T-Vold?
In Worcester?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a mix. Looks like south of there it's mostly rain, and then north of there it's snow and rain, kind of.
Okay.
More for snow. It looks like.
All right.
But it looks like that patch is starting to grow small. Actually, no, I'm looking on the wrong radar. That's why. I think.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Yeah, it looks to be mostly snow in Worcester.
Okay. All right.
Rain is from 10. The more recent reports seem to be snow/grupple.
All right. I want to take a look at where we're at. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, right? It's 1 o'clock DBZ. So 1 o'clock Zulu time. My bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what am I saying? DBZ. DBZ is not even a time.
Yeah, it's 101Z.
That's what they use in UTC -5 on Mars.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. All right. Now, all that aside, some of the readings from the HER were at 30, like maxing out at 37 dBz. So we're looking at, we're looking at a slight overperformance precipitation wise.
Not really, because it's only a few pixels. But I think the only large sections
overall it's about
the
the
highest.
same.
Yeah,
It's
I was about to say. I was about to say.
Sure.
However,
Yeah,
area wise, it slightly underperforms, so it's about the same.
As of current, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you guys enjoying this so far?
Yeah, we're doing good.
All right. So, okay. Ethan, let me know when those reports start coming in, and we'll put them on the and I'll put them up on the computer, so that way people.
I can search up for more AFDs if you want to read those.
I'll read some of the AFD.
Yo, there's a big section of wintry mix up in New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire.
Yeah, there's a big section of wintry mix.
All right, I'll take a look.
I could try and look and see if we can find some webcams for you to.
Yeah, please do. Please do. That would be very helpful.
It looks like Canada actually has some special weather statements for like 60 to 80 kilometer mile an hour or oh my god, 60 to 80 kilometer.
You're probably gonna find this one interesting. Here's the AFD for Albany.
All right, I'll take a look at it in a second, but we got another question in the chat, guys. What do you think Rhode Island might get? Central Rhode Island, like. Are you what kind of snow? Let's talk rainfall, snowfall, or both, Jim. Just let me know.
Mostly rainfall. We're really just going to see a lot of rain tonight, and then strong winds tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of snow mixes in on the backside of that system. But
all right, Jim says. All right, what kind of snowfall are we looking at? He's asking snowfall.
Let's see.
I'll take a look at the HER.
For Rhode Island, not much.
All right, Jim. For you, I'll take a look at the HER real quickly. Let me show you. I'll show you some of the snow accumulations we're looking at for Rhode Island. The HER is not giving anything from the 18.
The northwest tip of Rhode Island, that's closer to Massachusetts, might see a couple inches, but like Providence, maybe 2 to 3 on the backside of that system.
The wraps around 2.
You won't really see much.
Yeah, the wraps around 2. The NAM's going quite aggressive at 7. The NAM Nest is at 3. The GEM is RDPS is 0.1. The GEM GDPS I can't even I can't even zoom in, but that's nothing. The European.
So basically, there's like a wild fluctuation.
Yeah, there's a fluctuation. The European, basically in the upper part of the state 8, lower part of the state basically 3. Yeah, from the Euro.
8.
Yeah,
it's not 8. That was like 3.
Like no, I'm talking like
No,
at the
sorry.
extreme upper part. I'm looking at the extreme upper part.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at your stream and it's like delayed. So
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds
was gonna-
delayed. But anyway,
I
the
was looking at
GF.
the wrong,
All right,
the
okay,
wrong-
all right. The GFS set, is that like 7?
My bad.
So there's a big fluctuation. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that is like 8. I'm looking
Yeah.
now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, All right, Ethan. Thanks for thanks for clearing it out with Jim in the chat. I appreciate
No
that.
problem.
All right.
If
So
you guys are watching this, be sure to share it, spread the word, and
like
and
it
yeah.
up. Like it up.
make sure to get more information out.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like there was
Yeah.
some scattered snowfall in
He says this is a
Oklahoma.
tough one. Yeah, this is definitely a tough.
This is a
forecast.
tough one. What we'll say, Jim. What do you guys? Yeah, he could say. He says 1 to 8. 1 to 8 at
If
this
I'm
point.
being honest, if you're asking for Central Rhode Island, I'm thinking more 3 to 6 for you,
Yeah.
based on what I've seen. Yeah, you said 3 to 6 by Wednesday morning. I think that's pretty accurate.
Tevold, what do you think?
Yeah, I probably agree with Ethan.
Yeah, well, I think 3 to 6 is pretty accurate with that. I will say, depending on if this nor'easter shifts further south, you will get more snow. But if it shifts further north, you'll get basically like you'll not get anything. But if it stays the course right now, 3 to 6 is pretty accurate. Thank you. Very cool channel. Thank you very much, Jim. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, or feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to. It'd be much appreciated. It helps us get people more engaged with weather. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Jim, for your questions. Thank you for being patient with us as we were debating this whole thing, and as the European was kind of looking at this and everything like that. So, yeah. Ethan,
By the
Tevold.
way, I have a live cam from Fitchburg that I found on YouTube.
All right.
If you want to show that on stream.
All right. Do you put it on
Where-
Discord?
Yeah, I put it on Discord. We are. I can confirm we have a change to snowfall there based on what's going on this live cam.
All right. Let me take a look.
This is just north of Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Close to the border with New Hampshire.
All right. I'm showing this right now to the audience. This is a live cam from Fitchburg right now. There is. I'm going to take a look at this. It does look like there is a transition to snow right now. Ethan Tevold, what do you think?
Yeah, it seems like the radar is correct. Fitchburg, Massachusetts, Westminster, Rutland, Worcester, all of those areas kind of in the middle of the state are starting to transition to snow. And I would assume places further west like Pittsfield, basically the western part of the state, the higher elevations out there will also be seeing a transition to snow, even though it's not really showing on the radar at the moment. But according to the radar in Albany, yeah, the western part of the state, we're also seeing a transition to snow as well, while Springfield and Amherst are still getting rain.
All right, perfect. Okay, so yeah, it looks like our system is right on schedule. It seems, and it looks like from the radar, Tevold, that wintry mix in New Hampshire is turned completely into snow. From what I've looked at.
Yep, yeah, we have a lot of snow through central New Hampshire. We have another one kind of on the line here in my area in Maine. Could get well over a foot or could get 4 to 8 inches. Yeah, it depends on where you are. The line of winter storm warnings versus winter weather advisories basically runs right through kind of the center of the state as you go from basically the southwest to northeast. So, but yeah, if you're close to the coast but not on the coast in Maine, like within 50 miles or so, that's probably your best shot for a lot of snow.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So thank you very much for helping me out with that, Ethan. So basically, general consensus so far, guys, about staying the course, outperforming or underperforming.
We're basically right on schedule, exactly as the model's expected at this point. But it's really gonna depend on how that low deepens tonight.
Yeah, if it bombs out much more than expected, that'll cause issues.
All right,
Tevold, what do you
Bethany
think?
Richmond
Sorry.
says she is 7 miles from Augusta in the central zone.
All right.
Yeah, I'd say you have a pretty good shot at getting a lot of snow.
Yeah, I would say like how much are we thinking? Like 6 or is that too much?
Let's see where. Let me go look real quick.
Yeah, I'll pull up the radar
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, the Augusta area is looking at about 8 to 12 inches, maybe on the higher end of that, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're probably looking at close to a foot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So that's some like excuse me. I apologize for the stuttering. Depending on if you like snow or not, that's pretty good for you or pretty bad for you. I'm not sure if you like snow or not, but
I had my mic off.
oh, you did, T-Volt?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now that you had your mic off, T-Volt, what are you thinking so far? For performance,
it's
underperformance, or staying the course?
Underperforming, but only slightly because it doesn't have quite the area coverage that it was showing in the models so
Oh.
far. But that looks to be actually looks to be expanding because Pittsfield now has snow. So that's like a second batch of snow. I think they'll probably combine, right?
Yeah, that'll eventually combine. All right. So
Also, the Worcester batch is actually getting pretty strong. It's most of it's like 25 to about 30, but there's some patches above like 30 to 35 still
all right.
in there. Like
Perfect.
the highest I'm seeing is about 35, 37 I saw.
All right. Okay.
DBZ.
Yeah. So basically we're pretty much right on schedule. So we're going to go ahead what do you guys think? You want to continue coverage for another hour and then just wait and see what goes on from there?
I mean,
Yeah,
probably,
I'm seeing
actually,
the snow
I'm
is
probably
definitely
gonna
picking
go
up in
through-
Fitchburg, and if you look on that webcam, you're starting
Yep.
to see some accumulation.
Yeah.
Not on the roads, but on.
Okay. Yeah, but on the other surfaces. T-Volt, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a random 61 DBZ pixel near Providence.
61 dBz.
It's just a random like glitch pixel.
So okay, I was about to say. All right, so T-Volt, what are you thinking? We're thinking about doing another hour of coverage, and then we'll decide from there.
Oh, I'm
There is
thinking
a
I'm gonna go
legit
soon just because I'm not-
53.5 dBZ.
All right.
Yeah, you know the little tiny batch.
Yeah, that's
You sure that's
yeah,
legit, not glitched? There's a 61.
No,
on the
that
bottom.
one's legit.
You sure?
Oh, Jim's asking
see-
what DBZ. Basically, DBZ is like Ethan. Can you explain that for me, please?
It's basically the intensity of the precipitation, to put it simply. The higher value,
the
more
bigger the
intense
number,
it is.
the more intense. But like the number's different for
Tropical versus
tropical versus like
mid-latitude.
up north, and then also it's different from snow and rain.
All right.
So like
But yeah,
25
so
dBz
we're
is snow
seeing
with
an
moderate
area of
snow, right?
rain of 53 dBz, and that is
That's
off
what's
the
really
coast
heavy
of
rain.
Rhode Island, moving kind of up towards Warwick
Yeah.
eventually. So if that is, so yeah, that's just going to be heavy rain, but pretty heavy rain for
Okay.
a winter storm like this.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to go ahead and use the can real quickly. How about you two take over the stream for a little bit, and I'll be right back.
All right, gotcha.
All right. All right.
Oh yeah. So, hey, before you go, I just want to say something. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm probably not gonna stick around for too long, just because winter weather is not really my forte.
Sure.
But I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. Why not?
That's fine. Do either of you know if Weather with Seth is going to join us or not? Because I want to see if he wants to
He probably
come in.
won't.
All right. All
I
right.
don't know. I mean, you can ping him if you want.
All right. Well. All right. All right. If you guys want to go ahead and do that, that's fine. I'll be right back. For those of you tuning in at home, Ethan and T-Volt are going to be hosting for a little bit, so you be nice to them.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. So yeah, thank you all for coming in and watching the
Yeah.
stream. We'd all really appreciate it if you shared this with your family, friends, anyone else who you think might be impacted by this storm. It really, really helps us a lot. Get the word out there and inform people about the weather.
Yeah, awesome. I don't mean to interrupt, but I want to check my radar real quick, like my local. Because down in Florida, we have some strong to severe storms training along like a line. Looks to be some rain coming in to my area. I'll check it out. It's
Yeah,
like-
I'm just wondering
it's
what
like
that little
30
batch
dBz.
offshore is going to do. Hopefully you get
Oh, a
something
weekend,
from
a
that.
weekend. But it seems to be coming ashore is like 30 dBz. So nothing too significant at all. Maybe just like some light to moderate rain.
Yeah, I know there's like a cold front coming through your area, so it's gonna get cooler after this.
Yeah, we're supposed to actually. Hold on, I'll check the forecast for you real quick. Today's Tuesday, right?
Yes. No, today's Monday.
Oh, it is. Okay. Okay. 10-day. I'm checking my weather channel. Okay, it says tonight the low is gonna be down to 57, which is lower than it's been because last night's low I'm pretty sure was like 73. So yeah, 57 degrees, and then tomorrow it's gonna be 51 and then 49. But then by the weekend it's gonna be back up to like the mid 60s, and then we might have another little cool down after that.
And we're
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
All
hey, what's
right.
up?
All right, what I miss?
Not much.
All right,
Talking about my forecast mostly.
perfect. All right, Ethan, do you have any more live cams that you want to share with us?
I'm gonna see. I think the one in Fitchburg is gonna be the most interesting to watch for now.
All right.
I could try and find one from Providence, but there's really nothing going on there except for rain at the moment.
Okay.
So
I want to check the weather
I don't know
forecast
where I'm
for
on.
Providence real quickly.
It's something really off
Okay,
track.
here's a couple webcams in New England.
Actually,
All right.
there's something I want to mention. Just real quick. It has nothing to do with the storm, but
Sure.
something that's like really interesting. You guys find it incredible how like long Cyclone Freddy persisted?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
January to
that's
March.
Storm.
That's
The
crazy.
storm that refused to die.
Oh shoot. Yes.
Yeah. And then it slammed a 350,000 person city.
After hitting that country once already. After
Oof.
hitting
I want to
Mozambique.
see if I can actually find some footage out of that city.
It says here the death toll is up to 134.
Oh wow.
Probably not higher considering
And
it
that's not
hit,
even in Mozambique. A lot of them were in Malawi.
Oh, Malawi? Yeah. I
Malawi
can see
or
that.
Malawi, however it's pronounced.
All right.
Actually, I know what the capital of that country is. It's Lilongwe. I don't know why I remember that. I just do.
Fair enough.
I'll look at it.
It's basically a little country between Mozambique and I want to say Zimbabwe or
It's in that area.
All right.
yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Looks like it had some bad like damage there.
Yeah, they had a lot of flooding and
All
it
right.
killed 99 people there.
Some wind damage as well by where the landfall was.
Yeah,
But Malawi,
yeah, they
they
haven't
had a lot
updated the
of
death toll in Mozambique, but I'm sure it will be high, probably a couple hundred.
yeah.
All
That
right.
country's actually really pretty, Mozambique.
All right.
They have pretty landscape.
They
Okay.
have a similar climate to your area too.
Yeah, literally like the African tropics.
Yeah. Except it's further south than Utivold, so.
Yeah,
They do
yeah.
occasionally get
can-
hit by tropical
You
cyclones.
can
right?
really see why winter weather's not really my forte.
Yeah, it's mostly
Where I'm on the
tropical.
map.
You'll be great for when hurricane.
I've never even seen wintry mix, let alone snow in my life.
Yeah. But
Most was Grapple when I was up in Ohio in November 2019.
ooh. All right. Okay. So I'm looking at this latest from now. Looks like Laconia is starting to see some snow in its suburbs. Same with Franklin, Concord. Manchester isn't quite there yet in New Hampshire, but that snow area near Worcester, that's starting to expand a little bit. So that's definitely interesting to take a look at. Albany is still getting rain. I'm going to take a look at the temperature in Albany real quick. .38 degrees, so it's gonna take some time.
Yeah,
for-
Albany is in a valley, so they're gonna be one of the last places that changes over to snow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but here's the I have the GFS pulled up. They're giving like Albany like 18.5 inches of snow. What do you guys think about that? Is that a bit aggressive?
I think that the higher elevations surrounding Albany could definitely see that much for sure.
All right, T-Volt.
Yeah, what's up?
I was asking you if I was asking if you guys if 18.5 for from the GFS is a bit too much for Albany.
18.5?
Yeah,
Well, I have to check the model runs. I have not been really paying too much attention.
that's fine. I mean the HER is giving him 14, like 12.5 to 14.
Yeah, if it's like the upper echelon of
Yeah,
the models, then it's probably too much.
Yeah,
They don't really need any more rain. They already got enough.
Yeah.
This winter.
Yeah. You see what's going on in California right now? They're just getting
No.
atmospheric river after atmospheric river.
Oh yeah, I did
It
see
actually
that.
killed the drought in a lot of areas.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up real quickly. I know I'm getting
to
distracted.
Here
We
for our
can talk
drought.
about that a little.
Yeah, I know I'm getting distracted, but they're getting basically like it's absolutely like okay. U.S. drought monitor. Oh wow. Yeah, let's see. They haven't really changed that much since the last time I checked. They're going to update this tomorrow, I think. But this is that's going on in California. All the exponential drought is gone.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
what's the highest? Like D2?
Yeah, like D3. No, D2. Sorry, my bad.
Oh yeah. That's better, but that's still a bad drought.
That's still pretty
That's-
bad.
That's what my area is in right now, a D2.
Yeah, yeah, it's still pretty bad, but
Considering it was at like a D5 or whatever the max
D4.
level is for years.
D4. It was D0 through 4.
Yeah,
Also,
and they were at like 3 or to 4 for the last several years. It's definitely a big improvement.
Also, yeah, the marginal for my area was canceled. There's no more marginals or higher anywhere in the U.S.
Just a
Ouch.
general thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's general thunderstorm, and then day 2 has nothing for me. There's a few general thunderstorms around, like in Texas and California, and in south like very far south, like Keys.
Mhm.
Then day 3
Day
is
4
just Texas and the West.
Day 4 has a 15%
Yeah,
outlook.
I see that for 50% outlook, and then nothing else after that.
I mean, severe weather season is just picking up. We're still talking about winter, and it's March 13th.
I mean, 30 years ago is a different story.
2 years ago today, we had a moderate risk in Texas with several large tornadoes. Going
Yeah.
on. That was
Well,
2 years ago today.
Oh, 2. Well, we all know what happened 30 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened 30
Storm of the
years ago?
Yeah. So basically, there was the storm of the century. You know,
Oh, yeah.
there was like a giant derecho that went through Florida.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, I remember that.
lowest
sustained winds almost at 100 miles an hour.
960
Over that.
millibars over the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Wait, what was that? Oh, no, what was the pressure?
960.
960 over the Chesapeake in
Damn.
Maryland was where it peaked. And I think I've read observations from it where I live. We had 20 inches of snow and 55 mile per hour sustained winds.
Oh, wow.
Damn, what was the gust on that? Hurricane force?
Probably close, and especially in the higher elevations, probably would have been.
55 miles an hour sustained. That's very damaging.
Yeah, and apparently the drifts here were like 15, 20 feet.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Yeah, that storm was insane. Imagine if we had like a repeat of that.
Yeah.
Bro,
I honestly,
being at 15 to 20 foot drifts, I can't even imagine
Yeah.
like a inch of drift.
yeah, part of me wants to see that, but at the same time, part of me doesn't want to see that because a lot of people are going to get hurt from that.
I mean, in the storm of the century, over 300 people were killed.
Yeah.
Are
A
you
lot of
serious?
them in the
Over 300?
Appalachians because they got like 4 to 5 feet out there.
Jeez.
What, they just get crushed by like a whole like tsunami?
Yeah,
of
like people
snow?
were literally snowed in or froze to death, or people were hiking out there and died.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you're hiking out in that, you're gone.
Rest in peace. Yeah, there were some hikers that did survive, and that was something on that the Weather Channel shouted out. So
And then a lot of people died in Florida too from the
Dur-
derecho and then also storm surge.
yeah, Cuba got hit
Actually,
pretty
I'm
hard
sure- I'm
too.
pretty sure it wasn't technically a derecho, was it? Because Florida's only like 100 something miles wide, so
Yep,
and the minimum damage path is 250, so it wasn't even technically a derecho, was it?
not exactly. No.
I don't think Florida can get a derecho just because of the way it's shaped.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
maybe the
it's-
Florida
I mean, it's-
Panhandle
it-
could,
it-
but
If
Maybe.
you counted what it did over the ocean, then yeah, it would have been a derecho, but there's unfortunately no observations over the ocean, so
yeah,
Buoys, maybe.
hopefully, yeah. What do we do? Just put a bunch of buoys in the ocean? Like, how are we gonna pay for
We
that?
already have that. We already have that. We already have a couple buoys in there, in the ocean.
All right, I'm gonna check the live cam from Fitchburg. Yeah, there's definitely accumulation going on the grass and everything. What's the temperature of Fitchburg right now?
Let's go on Weather Underground and see.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look at that.
Hey,
Oh,
guys,
they're
I'm
at
starting to
32.
head out, okay?
You're gonna head out, Seafold.
Yeah.
All right. Could you wait just one more second because temperature
Oh,
at
sure,
Fitchburg
sure.
is at 32 degrees. So
That's snow.
that's easily snow. Why is Why is Weather Underground saying there's rain there? There is clearly snow falling right now.
It must just not be
They
updated.
need to update that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see if Matt wants to come on. He hasn't responded to me yet.
Yeah. On Wednesday, because we're getting the cold front, we're not even gonna get to 80, which is like the first time in like over a month probably.
Jeez.
Well, it's a good thing
that it hasn't reached 80.
it's a good thing I joined the Florida weather when I did.
It's not supposed to get super cold here.
It's
It is
gonna
gonna
get all
get
the way
cooler,
down.
but-
The high is gonna get so low. It's gonna get all the way to 78 degrees.
Yeah.
It's gonna freeze.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're supposed to have a high of 39, a low of 28 with 50 mile per hour wind gusts. But then
That's
Thursday,
crazy.
Friday, it's 60, 61.
Yeah.
Hey, are you gonna record those wind gusts?
I'm gonna try to if we get some strong winds. Hopefully, it will overperform here, and we'll get some enhancement of the gusts with the terrain.
Okay, we just got some new viewers in. For those of you guys who are just joining us, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat. T-Volt's about to get going, so if you have a question for him, just go ahead and ask him before he goes. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. So if you guys want to go ahead and continue.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, what?
I know I interrupted you guys. I was letting people know, like we got a lot of new viewers in the right now. We were at 3, now we're up to 7.
Yeah.
I was telling them if they had any questions and if they had any for you, go ahead and ask. But I'm sorry, you guys were talking about Florida, so I'm go ahead and continue.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
No, I don't think
I mean, I was
really
gonna
anything
go
else.
because
All right,
remember,
that's
I was gonna
fine.
go.
All right, T-Vold, you gonna head out, bud?
We're up to 9
Yeah.
viewers now.
Yeah, we're up to 9. New viewers, be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the
How's it
channel.
looking in
Oh,
Binghamton, New York?
yeah.
I hope you guys can keep this going.
Yeah, we're
'cause,
gonna keep going. We're probably gonna yeah. Bye, T-Vold.
All right, bye. Have an awesome night, guys.
All right, stay safe.
All right, all the viewers. Hi guys. Bye now.
All right. Now that
Yeah,
T-Vold,
we've got someone asking about Binghamton, New York.
yeah. Let's take a look at the radar over there. Binghamton. Where is Binghamton at?
It's like it's in New York, just north of the Pennsylvania border, like due north of Scranton, almost.
Due north of Scranton. Thank you.
Yeah, just over the PA border, just over the border with Pennsylvania.
I found it. All right. So they are getting snow right now. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at. Hopefully, AccuWeather updates this, please.
There's light snow, 32 degrees there at the moment.
Yeah.
Most of the snowfall there is going to be tomorrow when the storm wraps back around.
I mean, Binghamton is, as of 7 o'clock Central Time, already got almost an inch of snow. That's probably more than that.
Their winter storm warning says total snow accumulations of 6 to 9 inches in the valley locations, 8 to 12 above 1,300 feet.
All right.
Most of the city is probably looking at 6 to 9. In the higher elevations, if you're in one of those places, you're going to be looking at possibly up to a foot.
Okay. That's perfect. Do we have like any? Do we have any webcams from there that we could take a look at?
I didn't find any from Binghamton.
All right. I'll take a quick search.
There's not a whole lot going on there right now. Fortunately, most of it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Over there.
All right. Okay. I'm not finding anything. I was gonna hopefully get a camera in Binghamton so we could see what was going on for everyone in the audience, but unfortunately that's not going to hit. Binghamton does have a webcam. It's called Ethan. Try pulling this up. It's called Security Mutual Webcam. See if you can look that up.
We'll go. They actually do have a band of snow moving through right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we have someone asking about
from California.
California.
Yeah, Temecula, California. It's South Riverside County. I'm gonna take a look at that real quick.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
All right, you got it. Perfect. For those of you who are just joining the chat, be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Helps me out, helps me make more videos like these. Go sub to Ethan as well. What you put?
I put it in the general, so if you want to look at that,
right.
pull that up.
I'll pull it up real quick.
I'm not 100% sure if that's updated though.
Hopefully there's some live feed with this. Okay, that's not gonna help. I'm not sure if this is just a still image right now.
On here it says it's off the air, the camera.
Oh, that sucks. All right.
So I guess that one's unfortunately not coming up for us because I did look it up, and the other site says it's off the air.
Oof. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, they'll check tomorrow. All right.
Yeah. Peggy Knack, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
On the
Thanks
stream.
for coming on, dog.
Yeah, you're looking at about 6 to 9 inches, maybe up to a foot if you're in a higher elevated area tomorrow. Most of the action for your area will definitely be tomorrow.
Oh, what was that, Ethan?
What? I just said most of like the winter.
No. There was something scratching in your background.
Oh, that must have just been the desk or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right. So. Basically, there was a question from California asking how much rain Temecula is gonna get. So let's go ahead and tackle that real quickly. Then we'll go ahead and get back to the main story. You still there, Ethan?
Yep, still here.
All right. Where's Temecula at? It's the South. They said it was South Riverside County.
South Riverside County. I'm not super familiar with California, but we could definitely figure that out.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. All right, they're getting rain. All right, here's the 10-day forecast right here. I have it pulled up. Perfect. All right, perfect. Okay. So this is the official 10-day forecast from the Weather Channel. Shout out to you guys. Rainfall of around 1/4 of an inch tomorrow, around an inch tomorrow night. Half an inch Wednesday. I'd say you're probably getting around 2 inches of rain, maybe a little bit less than that. But thank you for your question. 2 inches of rain's pretty big, isn't it, Ethan?
Yeah, especially out in California where the average rainfall is not that high.
Yeah, if you still have drought, Lisa, if you still have drought, you're still gonna it's probably gonna be mostly gone by the end of tomorrow or so.
Yeah, they said that's a lot for us. Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the main story right now. It looks like Pittsfield's getting snow right now. Greenfield's about to get snow. Most of Western Massachusetts is getting snowfall right now.
Yeah, and as the night goes on, the temperatures are going to drop. You'll see more areas starting to transition to snow.
Yeah, Fitchburg's at 32, so they're definitely going to start seeing accumulations on the roads sooner rather than later. All right. Look at the webcam once again. It's hard to tell if there's accumulation. I just remember when that freak snowstorm happened back on March 30th, and you know the one I'm talking about, right?
March 3rd, when? Which year?
Just a week and a half ago. It was... it was a week. It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it started off as a slushy mess, and then it started picking up.
I'm looking at the webcam now. You can definitely see snow accumulating on other surfaces. Fortunately, not on the roads yet.
Is it starting to on the sidewalks?
Yeah, it looks like on grass and stuff. You can see snow if you look at it closely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now is about the time when you want to start, staying inside, not being on the road, because when the temperature drops further, it will be accumulating on the roads.
Yeah, do
It
not.
isn't now, fortunately.
Yeah, it's not now, but my advice is until the storm passes, do not travel. If you're a business person who is watching this, advise your employees to work from home tomorrow. That's the least you can really do at this point. This is going to be a multi-day event. We don't want people traveling while this is going on. I know in areas like Boston, New Bedford, Rhode Island, the temperature is above freezing. That's not going to last forever. That's going to eventually going to drop below freezing, and once you get that, you could see some snow accumulation from that, and we don't want to see any accidents on the road. Ethan?
Nope, not at all. But yeah, right now I see some people driving around on the webcam. Looks like the roads are just wet, but definitely for sure later in the night, early morning hours when those temperatures drop, you're going to start seeing snow on the roads. And
Yep.
I know they probably ice them and they'll be plowing them because they're pretty prepared for snowfall up there in Massachusetts. They get a lot of these types of storms. But yeah, I would still say just stay safe.
All right.
Don't be out during the worst of this storm.
Absolutely not. So for those of you who are just joining us, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat. We'd be happy to answer them. But basically, Ethan, I missed my wording. Do you have any more AFDs that we could talk about? Do you have any more real-time reports?
I did pull up the one from Albany. If you want to check that one out, I sent it in Discord. I don't know if you've already gone over that one yet.
I'll take a quick look at that. Okay. All right. For those Ethan, could you help me out? Explain what an AFD is. It's basically like It's basically a weather forecast, essentially.
Yeah, it stands for Area Forecast Discussion, and the NWS issues them intermittently for whatever region they cover. And for example, Albany, New York would be, a good bit of eastern New York, upstate from New York City, and then I believe they also cover some bordering regions of Pennsylvania and Massachusetts.
Perfect.
And Vermont.
All right, this one is actually pretty helpful for me. So this is what we're looking at right now. This one's actually bringing some reports right here. The precipitation is not particularly heavy yet. The 6-hour totals are generally of 1/10 of an inch or less, except up to almost 0.2 inches in the Catskills. And some upsloping is enhancing precipitation rates. The Catskills, while some upsloping is enhancing precipitation rates. I think I just read that. Excuse me. Okay, perfect. As of 7:30 p.m., it is near or just below the 1,000 elevation foot. Sorry, this is where the snow line is. It's just below the 1,000 foot elevation line, and it will fall into the Hudson Valley floor by midnight tonight. That's really helpful for me to read out. Ethan, are you seeing this as well?
Yep.
All right. Well, is there anything you'd like? Go ahead.
This was just shoot a little earlier between. Yeah, this was around 7:30 is when that went out. But yeah, that's pretty much a pretty good summary of the whole thing.
All right.
And then the earlier one from 3:42 p.m. basically says, surface low, probably around 1,000 millibars can be seen off the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's going to be the main storm that will develop and impact the region.
Yeah. All right. So this is basically what we have. It's telling more stuff about there. This is an important point right here for those of you who are from Albany. Widespread 6 to 12 inches may have already fallen in a good point of the area. This is basically from the forecast that they're issuing. It's unclear if this will be occurring for a long enough period to cause less impacts than anticipated. Basically, look at this. Potentially 2 inch per hour rates are possible for high terrain in the Catskills, 1 inch per hour over a lot of the area. So that's going to be interesting to take a look at. If we see, Ethan, this is my thinking. If we start seeing snowfall rates of around 1 inch per hour, that's about our expectations right there. If we start seeing stuff a little over 2 inches per hour, well, that's when I'd start being a little bit more worried about this. Anything over,
that's going to be mostly the higher elevations. So any campers who are up there, are going to be definitely dealing with a pretty serious winter storm.
Yeah, and anything other than that, Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen just yet.
Yep.
All right. All right. I want to take a look at what are some other locations? I'm going to take a look at the radar, see. Actually, I want to take a look at the temperature at Pittsfield real quickly, see what's going on there, because I know snow's falling there. If you could, Ethan, could you pull up at least try to pull up the, the webcam from there?
From Pittsfield?
Yeah, from Pittsfield, yeah.
All right, on it.
33 degrees right now, and it's light snowing.
So just changing over to snow.
Yep.
Pittsfield, Massachusetts live cam.
Perfect.
See what we get. We don't have any on YouTube. Okay, Hanover. Where is Hanover at?
Hanover, Massachusetts.
Yeah, okay, we don't see any snow there.
All right.
I found one from Chester Railway.
Chester Railway.
Chester. I'm gonna see where this is. Chester Railway Station. Hold on.
I'm gonna check the what's going on at Greenfield. 33 degrees.
Okay, I
rain.
found a cam that's from kind of close to Pittsfield.
All right.
This is from Chester, Massachusetts. It's in General 1.
I see
Chester
it.
Railway Station Museum live.
Perfect.
If you want to show them that one.
Yeah, there's an ad here that's going on. It's like I hate these freaking mobile game ads.
Yeah, aren't they dumb?
Yeah, they're quite stupid. I'm sorry if I'm raging a little bit, chat, but I have to do that. But anyway, yeah, you guys can see that. All right. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. I'll mute the volume for this. This is are you watching this, Ethan?
Yeah, I can see snow coming down.
That's heavy snow right there in Chester,
and if you
Massachusetts.
step back a little bit, you can see it was raining earlier.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a quick look. Like how far? Like 10 minutes or so?
Yeah. Let's see.
No, it was still snowing.
Let's see. When did the snow start? Looks like it's been snowing.
It's been snowing for a little while.
Yeah, it really. Okay, it looks like it started to change around 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I see that transition right there.
And now we have actual accumulating snow falling, and it's getting heavier as we speak.
Where is Chester, Massachusetts at, and what's the
This
temperature?
is a little bit southeast of Pittsfield. It's pretty close to there. It says here the temp is 34, winds are north at 7 miles per hour.
All right, I'm looking at Weather Underground. They're saying it's 32, snowing, and they're expecting 8 to 12 inches of snow tonight.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting to take a look at.
Just an hour and a half ago, the temp was 37 there. So it's
Oh, what was that thing you were telling me, Ethan, about the when we and privately about basically once the snow starts falling, the temperature starts dropping? What was that thing you were telling me about?
Yeah, once you have snowflakes that are that are making it all the way to the ground without melting, especially at night, that'll actually bring the temperature down.
Ooh.
So when the snow starts, the temperature usually drops quicker.
Yeah.
And the heavier the snow gets, usually it'll bring the temp down further.
Ooh, yeah, that's
with a system like this.
Yeah. Basically, looks like so far a lot of these areas the snow in a lot of these areas is winning the temperature battle.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. I'm going to check Warren. Areas around Warren, Massachusetts is starting to get snowfall. We're not quite there in Albany just yet. It's going to take a few more hours. But
yeah, Albany is in a valley, so it's going to be a little while because the temperature there is still in the 37 or so, 38.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, New York City's getting a lot of rain right now. Could you do me a favor and check the DBZ on the radar in New York City?
For New York City, let's go look.
All right.
Yeah, there's definitely a pretty heavy band of rain, kind of like moving right through the city, right over Brooklyn. We have 43 dBz.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
43
it's definitely
dBz.
raining there.
Yeah, yeah. Rhode Island's getting pretty much. Providence and Newport and Warwick are getting heavy rain.
Yep. Yeah, that's the story across most of Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
Yep. Although more of Connecticut's starting to see snow now. Where we were about an hour ago, like it was just starting to reach the cusp of it. It was starting to reach the cusp, but look at where it is now. Boom. Like it's
Yeah.
like the entire Northwest Connecticut, and close to Torrington, is getting snow. I'm gonna check the temperature at Torrington, see what's going on there, see what the conditions are like.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to.
33 degrees. It's a mixture of rain and snow right now. 1 to 3.
Yep.
They're expecting 1 to 3 tonight. 5 to 8 tomorrow. About an inch tomorrow night.
Yeah, like I said, the bulk of this storm is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So that we're just covering this tonight because this is when it's starting, and we're just out here to inform people what's going on and how bad this could potentially get.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Ethan, if you want to do some more coverage tomorrow, after we're done with this, if so, do you what time would you want to do that? Like, when would the storm be peaking?
Probably later in the afternoon is when the low will actually be making landfall in
All right.
Massachusetts. But we'll see what happens tonight and then tomorrow morning.
Yeah, according to the Rapid, it just swings over, makes landfall around 22 UTC, or what's that? 5 is that 4 o'clock? That's like 5-6 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be later that'd be like 6 p.m. or
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm sorry, the whole daylight savings time's kind of messed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically the situation we are dealing with right now. Is there any big things you want to cover real quickly? If you want to talk for a little bit.
I can't really think of anything, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Concord is starting, like the outskirts of Concord, starting to get snow in New Hampshire. Same with Franklin. Manchester is not quite there yet, but it will be soon. Pittsfield's absolutely getting snow.
Worcester is definitely.
Well, you cut out. What was that? Hello? Ethan? Okay, Ethan's not here right now. His mic must have cut off. But okay, but yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, we'll wait for Ethan to get back. So, okay, hold on a second.
Sorry, my computer just froze up for a second.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right, we're back. All right. Okay, so, all right, I'm looking at. Looks like most of Vermont's getting snow right now. Let's see. That one band we were talking about earlier is in Akron, Ohio now. Youngstown's getting snow. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah, we have snow squalls kind of moving across Pennsylvania, that region of the Appalachians that are basically coming off of Lake Erie.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna check the conditions. I'm gonna check the conditions in Worcester real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely getting snow there based on what I've seen.
All right.
We go look on here.
This is all right. Weather Underground says 33 and rain, so it's gonna be transitioning soon. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be transitioning soon.
Maybe most of the snow is a little bit north of there at the moment.
Let me take. Yeah, I'll take a look at the radar.
Because obviously
Yep.
Fitchburg is not that far north, and it's snowing there.
Yeah, Fitchburg's right here. This is the thing right here.
We're seeing generally around 35 dBz snowfall rates.
So we're
But
about.
we have a heavier band of rain moving in where it goes up to 46 dBz.
Ooh. Wait, 46 dBz.
Yeah, in the rain, that's just starting to move into the heavy snow area.
All right. Do you think that 46 dBz will hold or will it weaken?
Probably weaken a little bit, but still. But yeah, Pittsfield is well within the snow. Basically, the entire surrounding area is.
All right. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Perfect. So let's take a look. Where are some other cities we can look at? You have any ones? We've taken a look at Worcester. We've taken a look at Torrington, Chester, Massachusetts, Greenfield, Pittsfield, Fitchburg, all those areas. You have any is there anywhere on radar that is piquing your interest? I mean, I'll check Concord real quick, but yeah.
Right now, I don't really see anything super interesting. There is kind of a heavy band a bit south of Albany.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, on the radar, it looks a little heavier on.
Oh, my radar has it just completely transitioned to snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet in the higher elevations it is around there.
Yeah,
'Cause
this
the main
literally
low
just
is
happened in
still well
in the
offshore.
last frame. That is incredible right there. Yeah, that's incredible.
The radar still has this offshore. Well, the main low is still offshore, so
Yeah.
it's really going to just depend. What happens from this point on is really just going to depend on how quickly that low deepens.
All right. It's 36 in Albany right now, but they're still saying it's rain, so I'm thinking the snow, like, how high up do you think the snow is right now?
I would say about. I don't know how much has accumulated. Like, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm asking, like, where is this snow transitioning to rain right now? Like, how high up?
Oh, like what elevation?
Yeah.
I would say in general above 1,000 feet, but that's a very general estimate.
Yeah, because the temperature is dropping in Albany. That's for a fact. Let's see. All right, we have the 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern totals coming in right now. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna take one quick look at this. Okay. These snow totals are not. This is not helpful. Yeah, this is absolutely not helpful. I'll take a look at Fitchburg real quick there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's accumulating. It's not accumulating on the roads. That's a fact.
Yeah, but it is accumulating. It does appear to be accumulating on the grass.
Yeah, on the grass.
Like next to the road.
Yep. Yeah, grass, sidewalks a little bit later. Chester, yeah, that's definitely going to start sticking very soon.
If you rewind the video a little, it already looks like it is.
All right.
On like those stairs on that little building.
Where's this like that ramp over there? Oh, this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like there's accumulation over there. It's very like it's hard. It's not easy to tell, but you can basically see that.
Yep.
This is what it sounds like, Ethan. It's literally just sounding like snow's falling down right now. So that'll be interesting for sure right there. Well, we've been.
Yeah, I found some more webcams from just New York City. It's just raining there. Nothing really interesting to see.
All right.
Aside from rain.
I want to take a look at Troy, New York, see if it's snowing over there, like from what I'm looking at from Weather Underground.
Yeah.
Looks like it's starting to mix a little bit. It's 35 right now. Let's see, Latham. Let's take a look at Latham. Wintry mix. All right, so it's going to take some time. Let's see. Amsterdam, New York's pretty interesting. Let's see. Yeah, Boston's not getting snow till probably not till tomorrow at least.
No, it's just gonna be rain for now.
All right.
And then it might transition to snow a little bit in Boston, but I don't think it will. I think what's going to happen is the low will make landfall too quickly, and then on the backside of that, they'll get hit with some snow, but it won't be a lot, just a few inches.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna check Northampton because the last few frames of this radar, boom. Yeah, it's transitioning to like Western Massachusetts. The transitioning is happening really fast right now. That's why I've been advising against travel. Like you said, after 6 o'clock Eastern, right, Ethan, in our interview?
Yeah, that's what I said, just to be safe.
Yeah,
and I
this is why. Go ahead.
I wouldn't be on the roads now unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, this is why we said 6 o'clock right here. Like if we take a look at this, this is where it was 10 minutes ago. This is where it is now. This is where it is 5 minutes ago. Boom. This is why, right there. And yes, a lot of this hasn't reached the ground just yet, but it's going to, and it will. And once it hits, it's going to hit really fast right here. So
yeah, once the temperature gets cold enough and that's accumulating on the roads, you definitely don't want to be out there.
Yeah, I'm checking Northampton. $34 degrees. They're saying it's still raining. Yeah, the radar's showing snow. My guess that has to be 500 to 1,000 feet up right there. So if you're tuning in from Northampton, Amherst, Holyoke, all these areas, it's coming very soon.
1,000 feet where the snow is starting to fall.
Yeah, if you're in any of these areas I just mentioned, it's coming very soon. So so I would, like we said, don't travel until the storm passed. This is once it transitions, it's gonna transition fast. Like this isn't gonna be like a 5-hour wintry mix situation like we've seen with some of the snow. No, it's probably gonna last 30 to 40 minutes, and that's gonna be completely snow.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
Yep. Yeah, it's not like this isn't like what we see. Now, the wrap's being a little interesting, actually, with the 21Z run. It's actually bringing wintry mix to a lot of the coast, actually. If you're taking a look at that hour 22.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to, like, what do you think about that? Even the HER's picking up on it.
I could definitely see there being some wintry mix along the boundary close to that low pressure system, just because.
All right. You cut out, Ethan. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, you cut out for a second.
Okay, that's weird.
All right, go ahead.
Okay,
what were you saying?
But yeah, basically, I would not be surprised to see kind of an intermittent zone of wintry mix, close to that center of low pressure, just because you'll have some warmer air there.
Yeah. All right.
It's coming in.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and this is the HER run. The 0Z is coming out, by the way. Let's take a look at this. It's already showing let's see what's going on with this. Let's see. By midnight Eastern, it looks like the snow's it looks like the snow's going to really expand towards New York suburbs, but that's about it. New Hampshire's probably going to clear out, same with Vermont.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of the night is going to mostly, the big show for snow is going to be in Northwest Connecticut, upstate New York, Western Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. Maine's not getting it until tomorrow. So if you're in Maine and you have to travel, the latest I'd say you travel is 6 a.m. tomorrow. because
Yeah, I would say try and get any travel you need done tonight, and then just stay home tomorrow if you can, or work from home if you can.
yeah. Yeah, we got some new viewers in. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps us out, helps us get the more people engaged with weather.
I'm
So
gonna
if-
pull
and-
up the live stream.
All right, go ahead. And if you have any questions for us, feel free to comment down below in the chat. We'd be happy to take your questions.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Thanks to everyone for coming out here tonight.
yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock Eastern, and we still have 6 viewers. That's pretty big for us.
Yeah, we've gotten 12 likes on this stream. So
Yeah,
thank you to everyone.
We really appreciate
Thanks to everyone
this.
who's out here watching it. Yeah, if you know anyone else in the affected area who would be interested, definitely share this stream with them. We would love to keep as
Yeah.
many people informed as possible.
Yeah. So all right, let me see. Okay, this hasn't been updated. Yeah, Ethan, I just pulled up the satellite a little bit. If this will take a second. The satellite on Tropical Tidbits. I'm looking at some of the cloud tops. We're seeing some areas cracking -50 off the coast.
Yeah.
Just thought it was an interesting observation right there. Yeah, we're getting some.
You can't really see the main low pressure system yet.
Yeah, it's still organizing, which if it's still organizing and we're seeing stuff like this, folks, you got to take this very seriously.
By tomorrow, you'll see a well-developed low pressure system off the coast of Massachusetts.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, this is I will say it's Monday the 13th, and I never expected there to be a nor'easter in mid-March right now.
I mean, I'm not entirely surprised that we would get, because during the month of March, yeah, you do usually see these storms. That's actually February and March is when nor'easters are the most common.
Really?
Yeah, that's when you see the most of them.
Oh wow. Well, thank you very much.
And a lot of the most significant ones occur in March.
Yeah, I mean, some of them occur in January too, some February as well. So, okay. What's the temperature like in Scranton right now? I want to take a look at that.
The temperature in where?
Scranton.
Probably mid-30s.
Yeah. I know they're under 35. They're going to get an inch. They're probably I want to see the NWS says 4 to 8. We'll have to wait and see.
Let me go look here.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Springfield, Massachusetts is starting to get it. Same with Westfield. I'm going to take a look at the temperatures of both of those.
And it says at the airport there it's 36.
Yeah. $33 in Westfield. It's already snowing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other place I was talking about? Oh yeah, Springfield.
Let's see about Albany.
Yeah, I'll check Albany. Still 36 and still raining.
All right.
All right, Ethan. What's the highest temperature you've seen snowfall before?
I have seen snow at 38 degrees before.
Oh wow.
With very large flakes, but it didn't really accumulate very well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've seen snowfall around 37, 36, but nothing really higher than that. You just that snow has to fall really fast for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not quite there in a lot of these places.
I would say in general here in this storm, you're going to see the transition start when it's about 35, 34. That's what I've noticed by looking at webcams from the storm.
Yeah. How's the Chester Railway looking? Yeah, there's definitely accumulating snow going on right there. I want to take a look at Fitchburg. It's hard to tell. Is there there may be snow accumulating on that? Take a look at the Fitchburg camera for me with me if you will.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Yeah, go right ahead. Is there accumulation like basically by that like you see where that light on the right is, right? Where that shows all the snow
Hold
falling.
on, let me pull. Shit.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Did you get pulled up yet? I guess not. Oh, Matt's here. Hey, when Ethan gets on here, yeah, Matt just got it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Matt, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, have you been keeping an eye on this?
A little bit. I heard about it, but
Yeah. Well,
at least my thing, no.
well, welcome to the.
Yeah, just sort of a little bit.
All right. Well, first of all, Matt, welcome to the stream. We really appreciate that. Ethan, we're not sure what's going on with him. His either his computer froze again or his mic cut off. But yeah, basically what we're looking at right now is we're looking at this nor'easter that's impacting Boston, New York City, Connecticut, these areas right now. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on the radar. We've been taking a look at the weather conditions and all that. We figured since we actually had Tevold on earlier and he helped us out a little bit, but we figured since you're more of a snow guy and everything like that, we want to get you on to see if you were interested. You still there,
That
Matt?
looks pretty cool, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like what is it it's mostly going towards like I guess what is it, like Massachusetts will get hit some.
Yeah, Massachusetts, New Hampshire,
Upstate New York, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely! It's snowing right there right now.
Where do you think we'll get the most?
It's more of an elevation thing I've looked at. I looked like the latest HER is coming out. Let's see. Parts of Vermont, that's interesting. I'm
bringing a lot to New York too in
yeah,
some places.
Albany's still like they're getting like 12, 13, 14 inches of snow in around the Albany area. Parts of Scranton around 9. But Vermont, they're bringing almost over 40 inches of snow in southern Vermont, which honestly I think that's a bit excessive for. But this is the mountains as well, so you never know. Like, what do you think?
I see one that's bringing like 47 inches in Vermont or something.
Damn. Like, what do you think about that?
Be crazy if it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Then again, higher elevations tend to get a lot. So.
Yeah. All right.
It's in the mountains, maybe.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, Ethan. I'm just messaging Ethan right now. Yeah, this is like we've been keeping an. Oh, hold up. Oh, Ethan. All right. Sorry, guys. Ethan has technical difficulties right now. Well, he'll be back on as soon as he can. But yeah, we got Matt on. So yeah, we're still trucking along. Do you have the HER pulled up, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. Looks like the HER for parts of Worcester is getting almost 2 feet of snow according to this latest run. What was it at 18Z? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, like about 19, so it's definitely gone up. The HER's pushed it further east as well.
What are you looking at? The 0Z?
I looked at the 0Z, then I went back to the 18Z to compare.
Yeah, the 18Z is bringing... And it's still bringing a lot to Vermont in some places. They seem to be sort of similar. Mostly.
Yeah, that would be crazy if that happened. But yeah,
I think the 18Z is bringing a bit more into some places of upstate New York.
Yep, 42 inches of snow for a little bit of part of upstate New York, like close to Vermont. Let's see. For the 0Z though, it's still bringing that up there, but it's pushed the snow line further east because the 18Z only had Boston getting an inch and a half. The 0Z now has Boston getting 4 to 5. So that's gonna be interesting to look at. And I want to see what the timing with this is. Let's see. All right, this is what we got. Looks like Looks like Boston gets a little bit of snow before that thing makes landfall, and then just basically just does its loop-de-loop and gets a little bit on the back end. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on this, Matt. If you've been taking a look at the precipitation type.
Yeah, it looks like it's a lot. Yeah, I see that more for Boston now, so
Yeah.
we'll have to see if that plays out. But
Yeah. All right.
the Euro is bringing.
All right, we are back.
All right, Ethan's back.
We made it.
All
My
right.
Discord app just completely shut down for
Oof.
some reason.
Oof. All right, we got Matt on.
How's it going, Matt?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good myself. Wait, hold on.
What's going on, Ethan?
Okay, never mind. I had the stream in the background and we had echo from it. So that was annoying.
Okay. All right. So I was just explaining to Matt, like, take a look at Ethan. Take a look at the latest from this from the her
Let's see. Which run are we talking?
0Z.
0Z. Oh yeah, that's coming out now. Well, that's out. All right, let's take a look. Now that is out,
Yeah.
let me pull that up real quick. And
Yeah. Matt and I were just talking about that.
yeah, this has the low doing like a complete loop thing, like up to Maine and then back down through Massachusetts and then back out to sea again.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. Matt, what do you think about
That
this?
might bring the heaviest snow toward Vermont.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh. Yeah, Matt and I were actually talking about this. We saw Vermont getting like 47 inches of snow, if I'm correct, Matt.
Yeah, about that.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, based on that run, that should bring the heaviest snow, yeah, right to Vermont.
Oof.
Total snowfall 10 to 1. All right, let me zoom in
Let's
here.
look at 10 to 1. 10 to 1.
I'm
Vermont's
seeing-
getting the most.
I'm seeing 30 inches plus in southern Vermont, northern Massachusetts,
Yeah, that's-
northwest Massachusetts.
Yeah, Kuchera is not even close to that.
There's a small area in New York that I see that's getting like 30, 37, but
But really,
Vermont
that area of
still looks
southern
like it's
Vermont
getting
is
the
going to be
most.
seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is insane. This goes to like 4 feet, but this is accounting. This is also accounting for temperatures at the higher altitudes. So let's see
Yeah.
about the NAM. The NAM is not fully out yet, but this one already has 2 feet by tomorrow morning in western Massachusetts. I think the NAM goes too heavy, like overboard.
Yeah,
with
it's a
it.
little. I think that's a little aggressive, Matt. What are you thinking about this?
which one, the NAM? or-
Yeah, the 0Z NAM. It's out
Yeah, the
24
NAM
hours.
Well, the NAM looks like it's bringing less mostly, right?
Let's compare that to the her real quickly at 20.
The her is bringing more, right?
Yeah, the her for
The NAM's not all the way out yet.
yeah, the her for Vermont is
Oh,
in the
true.
next 24 hours bringing 40 inches. The
That
NAM
brings
is
the
half
worst of
that.
it.
I mean, the
yeah,
NAM
that
for
brings the worst of it to Bennington, Vermont, that area.
And holy hell, please, like you're see, pull 0Z NAM, Ethan, Matt, do you guys have it up?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I had it up there for a second.
look what Boston's getting with that.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's
14,
bringing more.
14.9.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit aggressive, but at the same time, the back end snow could be more intense than, some of the earlier runs were suggesting. I've actually seen this before down in Maryland with a snowstorm we had in 2014, where bands on the back end ended up being a lot more intense than originally forecast, and it ended up dumping 26 inches of snow in an area that was only predicted to get like 8.
Ooh, like this was
So that
where
could
was
definitely
this?
happen.
Where was this in Maryland?
This was in North Baltimore County back in
2014.
February 2014.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Matt. Matt, what are you thinking of all this?
I'm not sure. Just a lot. The her definitely looks pretty aggressive, especially the Zero Z looks like it's going to bring a lot, especially to Vermont. So
Yeah, that's it's the same thing with that. The NAM that far out is only bringing half of that, which is interesting.
yeah, the NAM isn't nearly as aggressive. It just brings a lot into like Boston, which the Her doesn't. So
Yeah, the her brings like four. The NAM brings like 15, which I'm
Yeah.
not inclined to trust right now. And
yeah, I don't know about that, but
yeah, all right. The latest scan is out. 15.6 so far. In 15.6 at what 11 o'clock tomorrow night in Boston. I'm sorry, I can't trust this. So that's
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with that right now.
yeah, I can't do that. The GFS is bringing about 5 at this of the 18Z. The Euro is bringing about 10, according to 18Z. The GEM model, like the GEM GDPS, I can't really do much with. The GEM RDPS, I can probably zoom into. They're bringing an inch and a half. So, yeah, the NAM Nest is bringing 11.
And this is for Boston.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get that much, if I'm being honest.
I feel like,
But there is always the potential that the back end
Yeah, I
bands
know.
could be a lot more intense. Just
Yeah.
like I've seen in the past.
yeah, Matt, what are you thinking for Boston? I feel like some of these models are a bit outlandish, but at the same time, more of these models are bringing more snow in. So, what's your insider's perspective on this? Matt? Oh, he's muted.
Seems like we've lost Matt for now.
Okay. What's your we talked about your perspective, Ethan. For me, I don't trust this just yet. Let's see what the
If it becomes a trend on the models, then I will. If the Her starts agreeing with it, then I would say it's credible.
already the wrap's bringing 3.5 inches as of the 0Z.
Yeah, but that's not really
I know.
an upgrade from.
What was it at 21? Sorry, that was 9Z. What was it at 21Z? 21Z was yeah. What's going on, Ethan?
Oh, I just had something on. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. All right. This stream's been going on for over almost 2 hours now. Man, the support with the stream's been absolutely incredible. We want to thank you so much for all of that. We really appreciate that. But
Yeah, as we've been saying, thanks to everyone for coming out.
yeah. Let's see. The wrap from the 21Zs brings like 6.7 at the end of it. The 0Z is at bringing like at 21 hours is at 3.5. So, yeah, the wrap's about the same. So I can't really trust that.
We're not going to go with. The NAM is usually not good at estimating winter storm events. That's just one thing it's not good for. It's good with severe weather, but it's not good for winter weather.
Yeah. The Euro though is better, and the Euro and GFS, which are the two battlegrounds, the Euro and GFS are getting closer together. Those are the two main.
That's good to see when it's 24 hours out, because then if both of those agree, then usually it's going to happen.
Yeah, and these two usually they hate each other at this basically, and now they're becoming more and more in agreement 24 hours out. For those of you at home, I'm sorry, but I can't trust this 10 plus inch snowfall that some of these models are bringing. I don't trust it just yet. The reason I don't trust it is because of that temperature battleground that's going on in Boston. Now, unless the low pushes a little further to the south, then I'll be more inclined to trust it. But right now, I don't see that happening. And I'll have to look at more data tomorrow morning to make a judgment on that.
Yeah.
All right.
We have to see.
Yeah. Okay. So it's past 9 o'clock. It's past 9 o'clock now. Matt, you back?
yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I was using the bathroom. So.
That's fine. All right. So I was asking you before I talk about what I was about to talk about next, I was talking to you. I was showing all the models and everything like that. What's your take on all this? Do you think, like, are you more inclined to trust the aggressive ones, or are you more inclined to trust the less aggressive ones? What's your consensus?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like the Her is a pretty good model, so but that one's being really aggressive. So
I'm talking up for Boston.
for Boston,
Yeah,
oh okay, yeah. I mean, I'd probably be more inclined. I mean, most of them are. I feel like most models are bringing Boston about like 4 or 5 inches.
yeah. The Nam's going very aggressive with this with the 0Z run. It's bringing 16 and a half inches of snow 30 hours out. The Euro at the similar time frame at the 18Z was bringing 10 and a half. The GFS,
Boston.
yeah, for Boston, yeah, the GFS is bringing around basically depending on where you are, anywhere between 3 and 7. The Wrap is bringing around the Wrap at 21Z this far out was bringing around 5 to 6. The 0Z at 21 hours, or about at 21 hours, about 21Z is bringing about 4. At the same time, that's an uptick of about a half inch. So if if you're looking at this data right now, and you had to give a forecast of how much snow Boston's going to get, what are you thinking?
Personally, I would still be just saying like, 3 to 5
All right, Matt, what do you think?
because. But if I see tomorrow that it has really uptrended, then I'm gonna bump to like 6 to 8 or so, or
Matt,
4 to 8.
Sorry, Matt, what's your consensus?
I'd say around, and I'd say a lot of them bring around 5 to 6. I'd say about maybe 4 to 6.
4 to 6. All right.
Maybe 5. Yeah, maybe 4. Yeah, I'd say like 4 to 6, 4 to 7. So
Yeah. I'm at this point I'm personally uncomfortable giving a forecast like this, considering how much the data's divided. So, Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and basically combine both of your guys's and say 3 to 7, if that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, at least.
See, I'm not gonna. I like to, I would personally keep it on the lower end until I saw really solid evidence that it's going to be more, and then I would upgrade immediately once I saw that too.
All right.
Whatever. If it was going to be 11 inches, then I would say like 8 to 12.
Sure. All right.
But I can't trust that that's what's going to happen yet, because there's a lot of storms that do that where you have a much more intense back end when it comes to snow. But like I've seen it before personally. But at the same time, there's plenty of storms where that doesn't happen and things end up going just as predicted. So
Yep. All right.
we'll have to see.
Yep. All right.
It'll really come up with those few hours.
All right, guys. So it's currently 9:10 my time, 10:10 your time. We've been streaming for 2 hours. What are you guys thinking? Do you guys want to just call it a night and just take a look at some of the camps and call it a night, or do you want to do like maybe another 15 minutes?
It's up to you. It's your channel, so I'm fine with staying on 15 more minutes or so.
Matt, what about you?
yeah, I mean either way, I'm fine. So
That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break on my end real quickly. I'm gonna have the webcam pulled up so that for Chester, so that way like while I'm gone, people have something to watch.
It's really coming down there.
Yeah,
now.
it's starting to accumulate down. It's starting to accumulate on the stairs. All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quickly. Then I'll be right back. How does that sound?
I might as well get some water too. So I guess Matt's gonna take over.
All right, Matt, you want to take over for a little bit?
okay, I guess so.
All right. For those of you viewers, that's Matt. Please be nice to him. All right, I'll be back in a sec.
All right. Yeah, so as Patrick was saying, it's just looking like a lot of, especially the Her shows the jackpot, out in southern Vermont, really, with areas picking up. It brings a crazy amount of snow, like 46 inches, into probably some higher elevations, 48 inches, but that's definitely just one model, and you shouldn't put your faith in that because That's going really high, but it's looking like the wrap is bringing in some, similar. It's bringing in a lot less to Vermont, but still bringing around over 30 inches into some areas of southern Vermont. Boston, they're picking up, I'd say on the wrap around 3, 4, 5 inches of snow around that range. But yeah, it's sort of a developing situation with the models inconsistent as usual. But it's definitely the NAM definitely seems to go, I'd say, compared to some other models, a bit more overboard with the snow totals in the Boston area. So
All right,
Should
I'm
be.
back now.
All right, I'm back as well.
all right.
We came back at like the same time.
Yeah. All right. All right.
It was like exactly at the same time.
Yeah.
I also went to go pet my cat. She was up here.
All right. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks. Thanks, Matt. What were you? What were you guys? What were you up to? Were you just?
All
like-
I was doing was just going over more of the models and like where they're bringing more snow. I sort of just going over similar to stuff to what we were talking about before.
All right.
Talk about how the NAM was probably, I'd say, in my opinion, bringing a bit too much to the Boston area as of how it looks like now. It's more of an outlier, but
All right.
we'll have to wait and see. I
Yep.
feel like the NAM's usually more. I feel like the NAM's aggressive a lot.
It's usually
with
more
snow.
bullish. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, we'll continue our coverage for another 15 minutes, so about 10:30 Eastern, and then we'll call it a night. How does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
That sounds good.
All right, Matt, I know you just came on, but yeah, and we really appreciate it too. So, okay, now that we're back, and so I'm gonna take a look at the radar real quickly. Looks like, yeah, look from my radar, it looks like all of western Massachusetts, except for Springfield, is getting snow. Northampton, the area around there, is getting wintry mix, which is interesting, but. Other than that, it looks like it's consolidated after a couple of hours. So let's go ahead and go back to where we were at the beginning. This was at 7 o'clock. We were starting to see snowfall creeping in through basically extreme western Massachusetts and central Massachusetts, right there near Worcester. This is where it was at 8 o'clock right there, starting to creep into Connecticut. And this is where we are right now. Boom. This is what we are looking at right here. New Hampshire's starting to get a lot of snow. A lot of Vermont's getting a lot of snow. New York's getting a lot of snow. New York City's not going to get that much. If you guys love snow in New York City, I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. The storm's just too far north. But basically, the big picture here is that I'm going to check the forecast for Albany real quick what the conditions are. But the big picture, okay, it's down to 35. And now it's bringing rain and snow. So that's an interesting development right there. So, all right. So, Matt, you're still here?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do? Do you want to look at the radar, or do you want to look at see if there's like some condition, like some reports that we can talk about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. Either way, I guess you could look at reports. Sure.
All right, you do that. Ethan, you want to look at radar for a little bit?
Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. Yeah, I can pull up radar scope real quick.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it real quickly as well.
I don't see anything really different. There's definitely some heavier precip moving in to the Worcester area. It seems like now we have a lot more of that heavy stuff. Like the heavier rain is starting to overspread Rhode Island now and then into Massachusetts. So
Yep.
I definitely expect an increase in the intensity of the precipitation in the next few hours. That's really going to be the big thing.
Yeah, Albany at least 1,000 feet up, starting to see some heavy snow right now.
Because I'm definitely getting a lot of 50 dBZs.
Yeah. Oh, 50 dBZs.
On this cluster of rain that's basically moving up into Rhode Island. And then
Okay.
this one area not far from Worcester, I believe this is sleet that's transitioning to snow. I'm getting 54 dBz.
On the sleet?
54. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's sleet or what, but there's a pretty heavy area just east of Worcester that is
Ooh.
starting to change over, right where the snow would be changing over. And I'm gonna assume that that's all sleet there because of the high reflectivity. Because I'm getting values 53, 54, 55 dBz in there.
Are you serious?
5.5. Yeah. Yeah, go look on RadarScope right around Worcester,
All right.
Massachusetts, between Worcester and Boston.
Is this where the rain is or the snow?
According to the radar, this is rain, but it's right on the edge of where it's transitioning to snow.
Matt, what do you think of all of this? This is pretty crazy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like 50 dBz. You don't hear
I got 55.5 on one of these pixels.
Holy shit.
55.
The storm's really getting strong. Wow.
56.5.
Oh. Okay. So, Ethan,
That's very heavy rain, probably sleet that's transitioning to snow.
ooh. So,
Where is that?
where
That's in Massachusetts, just to the east of Worcester.
yeah.
Okay.
Ethan, considering these new developments, is this storm starting to overperform or is it staying the course?
I would say it's staying the course, but the initial precipitation is definitely pretty intense, and I would say maybe in some areas slight overperformance.
Slight overperformance.
Yeah, but in terms of the snowfall, I can't really make a call on that yet because that part overall seems about as predicted. It seems like it hasn't really been that different from what we've been expecting.
All right, I'm gonna see what AccuWeather has to say. What I'm working with, unfortunately, is just stuff that's basically okay. They finally have some accurate data that I can take a look at. All right, this is as of 9:00 p.m. Central Daylight Time, or about what time is it? What time? It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Okay, they finally got the stuff updated. So some sentences are really hard to get out there. So here's what we're looking at. We're looking at 2.5 inches of snow near Liberty, New York, which is near the Pennsylvania border. We're looking at 2.3 near Hamden. Like a lot of the bigger snowfall is in New York, in upstate New York. Scranton is starting to see snow around an inch. The area like Thompson, Pennsylvania, is around 2 inches. Ithaca, like a lot of upstate New York's blanketed with just around an inch of snow or so. Okay, Albany's starting to get snow now. They're reporting almost an inch. That's a new development right there.
So Albany has transitioned to snow.
Yes, according to AccuWeather.
I don't know if I would trust that. AccuWeather's not exact, but keep in mind that the areas further west of Albany are high elevation.
All right,
So
Matt, what do you think of these values I'm talking about?
yeah, I wouldn't trust that because like 1.9 in the valley there is probably not true.
Okay, yeah. Unless there's like
I wouldn't trust that.
unless there's like a hill there or something like that that's just sticking out around the whole area.
Yeah, that shouldn't look like that. I don't think that's accurate, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Do you think 2 inches near Dover, Vermont's accurate?
That's probably not that bad. Yeah, that's probably reasonable. But here, zoom back out again.
Okay.
Yeah, zoom out on that map.
All right.
Let me see it on the stream once it comes up.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely not snowing in Rhode Island, like it is on that map.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
I'm
that's
calling
rain there.
foul on this. I'm calling
Yeah,
foul.
that's not right. I
Yeah.
wouldn't trust that.
I'm calling AccuWeather. I'm calling foul on you right now. Matt, were you saying something?
No, not really. Just, yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not
I
sure.
guess
I
it's
would
probably
not
not
trust
accurate.
it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm calling
something.
foul on this. Like it's
Yeah.
look at this. It's not even snowing in Rhode Island. It's heavy rain. Now, unless the radar isn't picking up something, or snow is like literally just forming below the rain, it's not snowing there. and we know
Yeah, it
that the
looks like
latter
it's
is not physically possible. And if it seems like I'm yelling a little too much, I'm sorry. It just gets frustrating sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, from the radar I'm looking at, everywhere west of Worcester, all the way to the Massachusetts-New York border is full of snow, at least according to this radar.
There's the area of heavy rain I was talking about, just east of Worcester.
Yep, I see it. Yeah, but you saw 56 dBz with that.
Yeah, and 1 pixel, but I think that was on the last scan. Let's see what I can find now.
If we
55.5, I found.
Ooh. So basically, so Ethan, you're better at this than I am. But if you if let's say if you do the math, if we can do the math and figure out once this transitions to snow, how heavy with DBZ wise could this get at 55 for rain?
In general, right as it transitions to snow, it won't be accumulating super well because it's going to be like,
Yep.
It's going to be heavy wet snow. It's going to be slushy. So the DBZ will actually generally lower into the 30s as it transitions to snow. But still, a 35 DBZ in snowfall equates to about 3 inches per hour snowfall rate if the temperature is in the high 20s or so, which it could be later this evening.
Yeah, Matt, you haven't said too much in the last little bit. What do you like? If we're looking at snowfall rates, I'm back at the HER model right now. We're looking at snowfall tomorrow morning around 45 dBz. What do you think those snow totals are going to be? I know Ethan was talking about 35. What do you think that snowfall rate's going to be?
Like 30
at 45
35.
at 45. Like this is what the HER is saying.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the HER too, it just looks like it looks like it really blows up like the extremely heavy snow.
Ooh, yeah.
Around 12, I don't know, around 12, 14, 15 Z, just, in Massachusetts area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be, I don't really know exactly what the rates are going to be, but
All right.
I know it's going to get really strong soon, so.
Okay,
That's
Albany
nice
just
small.
updated their winter storm warning. There's total snow accumulations of now 8 to 16 inches. What was it before? Like 9 to 18? I'll go back in the stream to see what that was.
Wait, is that for Albany?
Yeah.
I thought Albany was 6 to 9.
6 to 9? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was lower than that.
Let's see.
Are you sure that's for Albany though? That might be for somewhere else.
Let me take a look. Let me take a quick look. Albany.
Yeah, then that's an upgrade because it was 6 to 9 earlier when we were talking about it.
Oh, okay. That's huge. That's huge. Oh,
Maybe things are progressing a little faster than the models were thinking.
Yeah. Okay, I thought
it's only 10 p.m. and we already have snow falling in a lot of places.
All right. Yeah.
What is the NWS bringing for Boston?
Let's take a. I want to take a quick look at that and see if they've updated it.
Let's see.
Yeah, they haven't updated anything yet. At least weather-wise.
So do they have a snow total there? Or?
Let's see. Yeah, last update 336, 1 to 6 inches.
1 to 6
for Boston. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I want to see. I know Albany changed. I want to see if Scranton changed. Yeah, I want to see if Syracuse has changed yet. Because that's okay. All right. This is what it was for Scranton: 4 to 8 at below 1200, 8 to 14 above. I think it was 4 to 8 and 8 to 12. So that's a slight uptick. if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, this. Okay, this is heavy snow expected. 9 to 18 inches for. Yeah, this is 9 to 18 inches for Syracuse. Snowfall inches greater than 20. 20 at the Catskills. I'm pretty sure. Is that a slight uptick or is that the same?
Wait, what's it say on there?
9 to 18.
Greater than 20 in the. Do you know when that was when that was
932.
updated? I
930.
do believe that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure earlier it was just saying. I don't know. I don't remember what those ones exactly said, so I can't really comment on that one.
Okay, never mind. I want to take a look at southern Vermont because I haven't done
Southern
that.
Vermont is where I think the heaviest is going to be,
right.
honestly.
Yeah, 12 to 18 inches with greater amounts, up to 26 in higher terrain. Yeah, this thing's gonna get interesting really fast.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, what do you think of these totals so far?
Yeah, Vermont's just really blowing up. I mean, it's like up to 26 on that, but we'll have to wait we'll have to wait. I mean, the NWS I think is generally pretty good, but we'll have to wait and see because there's a big variation in the models.
Absolutely. Let's see, New Hampshire. Oh, they just updated this 45 minutes ago. Between 9 and 19 inches of snow and of a snow total. Sorry, additional accumulations of 9 to 19. A total snow accumulation of 12 to 20, with locally 24 inches above. Gusts as high as 45 miles per hour.
Jeez, yeah.
That's a huge increase right there. That's a huge increase. And I know this increase because especially with the wind gusts, they were at 40, picking up to 45. Like what was the snowfall before? I want to know that. Is there an archive or something I can figure that out from?
You could probably look on IEM's site about it.
IEM.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go, see if there's an archive because I want to see what that difference is. Because if that's true, if that holds, this thing is starting to outperform. Because I know that increased that for a fact.
I know the one for Albany did increase. That was 6 to 9 before.
All right. Okay, 7 to 18 inches, 22 across higher terrain for Fitchburg.
Jeez, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. I don't think the warnings were for that much early on. Maybe they're seeing now and they're upgrading it based on the 0Z Her.
Yeah, I want to take a look at. Let's see what the 0Z. Yeah, that's really starting to outperform. That's really starting to blow up. Where were we at 18Z? We were about the same at 18Z. So, I guess they finally confirmed this was going on.
Yeah.
All right. 0Z of the wrap. The NAM is finally coming out fully, although I don't trust it entirely. The Euro is pretty interesting. We'll have to wait. I want to wait for the 0Z to come out, then make a judgment. The GFS, that's not out yet. I can't confirm. I can't make any conclusions on these runs right here. So all right. So yeah, one last thing I want to take. I want to take a look at the winter storm warning in Middleton.
Yeah, up in
New York. 6 to 12 inches. 45.
That's not too far from New York City.
Yeah, Matt. What are you thinking? An overperformance about staying the course or the opposite?
It's 6 to 12 inches.
Like basically across the board with this thing.
I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like a lot of it. I don't know, probably staying around. If I had to say, I'd probably say staying around the same course, but...
All right. Ethan, what do you think?
Right now, I'd say it's about the same as predicted also, but, with the 0Z Her was pretty impressive, and I think the heaviest area of snowfall is shifting to really southern Vermont.
Ooh.
Northern Massachusetts is really going to be the
That's going to be the battleground.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Okay. It's past 9:30 right now, my time, 10:30 your guys' time. I think we're just going to go ahead and call it a night, guys. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours now. Huge amount of support for this. We really appreciate that. So, yeah. Ethan, Matt, is there anything you guys want, any closing arguments you guys want to make? Who wants to go first?
I'd say that's about everything from me. Yeah, if you stayed with us this whole time, you're watching this later on, stay safe if you're in the Northeast. Don't be traveling tomorrow. You know, be prepared for some significant winter weather impacts. This might not be the worst storm that the region has seen in recent years, but it's definitely going to be a respectable nor'easter for sure.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
if you're in southern Vermont, northwest Massachusetts, it could be, a top 10 storm possibly. But yeah, definitely, stay aware and don't be on the roads when the worst of this comes through.
All right. Thank you, Ethan. Matt, you have any closing statements?
Not too much. Just mostly similar to what Ethan said. Just stay safe and stay alert because you could get snow coming down pretty fast. So if you're trying to travel somewhere, probably if you're traveling a lot tomorrow, I'd say probably avoid it, especially if you're in a lot of Massachusetts, especially like Western Massachusetts, and then parts of upstate especially parts of Vermont, Southern Vermont, upstate New York. So yeah, just stay careful. But
All right.
if you do that, you should be all good. So.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. T-Vold, if you're watching this later, thank you for coming on. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Be subscribed to Ethan, T-Vold, and Storms United as well. They really, Storms United helped us with this, and I really appreciate their help. The goal of this channel, of course, is to get more people engaged with weather. But with that being said, Ethan, Matt, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. With that being said, have a wonderful night, guys.